Okay, sorry. I literally had that playing through my speaker, so it's actually good that I muted or Discord was muted. Because I did not have things set up. Hello, everyone. Um, no comms. I don't know about that one, Chief. Okay, let me. I don't know. I should hang on. Edit comms. Azura Horizons. It's been a while. I have to do that before like someone comes in and like says something. Anyways, I mean I've had experience with that. But what I haven't had experience with is calming in the good year of 2025, and there's a TWC major, so maybe I should, or not major, silver, whatever. I should lock in, is what I'm saying. It's Botchess and Mirror in the Mirror. Mirror in the Mirror is Hugh, right? I forgot. I think so. Um, awesome. I'm slightly involved enough to know him. By slightly involved, I mean he like hopped in on stream one time, or hopped into my stream one time, and I didn't know until I used the admin panel. What is like the My Little Pony usernames? We're going through another trend. I was like looking through the username request thread on Tetrio, and I see like, hi, can we free up Pinkie Pie for Ben XT? And Zap had to go no, which is really funny to me. But yeah, I should stop yapping. It's Botchess versus Hugh. Botchess is up 5-2 right now. I should get back to the game, as they say. It's been a while. I'm rusty again. Even though I just commentated Lightning Arena, kind of, not really just, but you know, I'm still rusty. I love season 2, but I haven't gotten to commentate much of it. Um, what I will say is that Botchess has the Nutrus experience, which means he has the Allspin experience, which means I can see why he's on match point right now. Um, bro, are you four whiting? Okay, all right, man. Four white, but luckily Hugh has enough pressure to just kind of say no to that. Botches is gonna build a cut copy through the garbage resultant. And I guess it has always been true about Tetrios that you cannot get away with four wide, and Hugh's gonna take that round with a banger counter spike. Yeah. Okay, looks like. Oh my god. Hugh doing the double TKI. But you might like scoff at that. But what that did was allow Hugh to keep both of their garbage holes open. And it worked out because it was on the second one. So I think that was clearly a good play. Openers don't actually matter, it's all a myth. And as you can see, it works out. Hugh is, oh no, it was Botchess. Botchess was doing it. Of course it was Botchess. I'm losing my mind. Fair enough. It did work out, but unfortunately, Botchess had a couple of misdrops there, and it did not fix them in time, unfortunately. Pretty close, but yeah. Alright, we see two SDPCs, two different routes here. I think Hugh has really good garbage to just continue this back-to-back, though. Builds up the surge, sends it off for a 41, but Botchess is fine. The Botchess also now has kind of restarted surge, is still a little bit ahead in pace right now. Um, but this is kind of an upstack above garbage. Botchess needs to send surge to kind of cancel things out and give himself enough time to stay in things. Doesn't seem to have hurt too much though. Botchess right now is ahead in surge, and Hugh really needs garbage access just in case Botchess sends it out at some point. Either that or needs to have some cancel ready. This is really tough. Botchess still has a 15 surge and is just gonna send it there, unfortunately, for Hugh. Botchess taking it 7-4. And we're going right into our next game, Westel versus CM Dingo. Oh, do I need to adjust the overlay? It looks like everything's peeking out. Oh no, this is unfortunate. But yeah, it looks like Westel and CM Dingo. Westel C1 makes sense. Dingo has been popping off in the staffing department recently. I haven't been keeping up with things as much as I should be, but Dingo's also just good at the game. Seed 4, global number 27. Um, yeah, this is gonna be exciting. I also I think X Plus has finally reached like where it was intended to be, which is like top 100-ish, I would imagine. I believe. So yeah, that's cool. Um, yeah. We are gonna have a pretty good match. I need to open the bracket because I need to check where in bracket we are. I have to imagine we are just getting into top 8, given the fact that that was first to 7. That is my guess. And it looks like, let me just set this to top 8. Yeah, this is a first match of top 8. Winners. Ah, man, I'm trying to think. Winners quarterfinals. I couldn't even think of that myself. I had to look at the challenge thing. It says round 5 semifinals finals. The challenge finally patched the thing where like the like round numbers were like reverse numbered. They actually like fixed something for once. That's crazy. Oh wait, the game's starting and I was looking at bracket. Oopsie. Um Alright, and you know, I look at bracket for like 2 seconds. Guess who's taken a round already? Westel. There's the fractal. The misdrop there causes Westel to have to send a surge early, and Dingo is gonna have enough speed to catch him on that. That is 1-1 tied up already. I feel like it's been like 2 seconds, and already everything's just like... It's just... It's so quick. It's already 1-1. I'm not... I haven't been commentating X Plus gameplay for a while. But like, yeah, this is just what it is now, huh? Dingo is gonna break Surge to get easier garbage access, but Westel is so fast, even with some misdrops, it does not matter. This guy's 4.5 PPS. I remember Garbo saying like, oh yeah, I added Surge to make sure that commentators don't just say, oh my god, look at how fast this guy is. But guess what? I'm gonna keep doing that anyways because Westel's just going to stride. Who cares? It's ridiculous. This game is crazy. It's wild. Oh, the misdrops though. Westel does not get punished for his speed though because CM Dingo also misdrops 1-3 in the blink of an eye. Rounds go by so quickly. It's crazy. That trio is as volatile as ever, even with this like resource of Surge to manage. And yeah, Dingo is just gonna break Surge just to make sure his board is okay, but Westel is not gonna let that slide. 5.57 PPS, 300 APM. What am I watching? I just look over and see like big numbers. Have I seen? I mean, okay. That broke my brain so hard. I thought like I was like counting by like time rules and thought like 60 was like, yeah, I thought it was like close to 6 PPS, but that is still 5.5 PPS. Oh man, the singularity just continues to approach, doesn't it? Dingo holding on for dear life right now. Trying his best, and oh man, but Westel had the surge and is just gonna be so ridiculously fast. This game, man, this is tough. I mean, it's Westel. It is in fact Westel. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I should know what to expect. I don't know what I was expecting. I said the thing that had the exact opposite meaning. Oh, and Dingo's like, this is a dangerous upstack. Yeah, Dingo hesitates just for a bit too long. You can't hesitate against this Westel guy. It's just gonna bulldoze you. That's what's happening. Westel's just speedrunning. It's crazy. Oh my god, Dingo trying to burst a bit to try and counter, but is just gonna misdrop and get punished for it. I feel really bad. I don't wanna commentator's curse. It's ridiculous. It's just, this Westel guy is too fast. Like, we need to... Garbo, we need more than just, like, the garbage bonus. We need more. I like how, like, we have a bit more of that, like, fighting game culture where people, like, complain about, like, things needing nerfs. Now, it's been a little bit since Tetra League was updated. It's been a bit since the garbage bonus, but, like, it's definitely, like, different than, like, Season 1, where we just kind of accepted that it was, like, a static game. Not so much now. A good find from Dingo, just barely getting it into that quad garbage in time, and is going to be able to sending Westel up now for a bit, but Westel is just going to have the speed to burst out. It looks like an even game. Westel doesn't have Surge built up yet. The thing about Surge, or speed, or the thing about Surge is that you can build it up really quick. I'm still rusty on commentating. Sorry if I stumble over my words a bit. But yeah, that's the thing, right? You just stack up. Oh my god. Minus 13, the surge advantage is gonna keep going. Dingo needs to break back to back, which means there's not gonna be much surge immediately for Dingo, and that's gonna come back to bite him. Westell just has so much right now, and it is just not stopping. Now it's 1-8. First to 7 set has passed, but we are in top 8, as always. Oh man. Westell bursts out that opener really quickly. Dingo is gonna have just enough to cancel. The thing about opener phase, you think it doesn't impact top level gameplay, but I think when like you have such like you have like even like a speed advantage at any level of play, opener phase is still going to matter. The thing is, Westell just keeps the opener speed going into like the mid game, so it is like easy for him to make it out. But this time around, looks like Dingo is sending so much to Westell, and Westell, even with so much speed, barely can't cancel all of that, and is going to top out 2-9. Dingo takes another point here. And yeah, we're looking at another game here. But the unfortunate thing is Dingo with a misdrop is gonna not gonna have well access, and Westell's just gonna send. We are at match point already. How do you play this against this type high of APM? I don't know. There's just like, there's a level, like, mechanical speed is going to be rewarded a lot. Like, that's just kind of the nature of the game. And I mean, this is a really great example of that. It's really, really difficult. Dingo with a great solve, they're gonna save that T for that TSS, gonna take the skim, barely surviving. Like, Dingo is pulling out some of the best decision-making you could make there under so much pressure, but Westell is just gonna keep sending that pressure. It just keeps happening. It's just constant, and that's what it is, and that's okay. Westell is going to move forward here. I think it was 11-2. Give my man Dingo some credit. Give him some credit. That's all I'm saying. I should open the game so I can actually hear when the game starts, so I don't have another situation where I'm like checking bracket and then the game starts and I'm still yapping about the bracket. Let me find the room. It's been a while. Flying Diarrhea Applejack. Who is Applejack? This is another My Little Pony name, and I don't know who this is! It's Carozzo. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, it happens. Sure. Alright, let me join the room. Carozzo, Seed 5, has made the climb back up to X+, #1 in Canada, versus #3 America, Flying Diarrhea. I'm just gonna say Shark. Because, clearly just because it's not as much of a mouthful to say. Shark is Seed 2, Applejack, Seed 5. Man, this will be interesting. Applejack. What is it with these? This like My Little Pony like bit. Is this just Tetri, or has it had a resurgence? Because I swear I like saw a tweet about this like earlier on my timeline today as well. Like I don't know. I have no idea. Either way, we're getting into things with the warm-up TM. I love myself a good warm-up. Alright, we're hopping in. The question is, will the pony win? Or is the power of friendship not strong enough? Dude, I'm realizing in like Garbo's like achievement like stream too, there was like Wiley made like an achievement suggestion that was like friendship is tragic, which is, as you would know, a hit reference to the My Little Pony show Friendship is Magic. I don't know much about My Little Pony. I'm just yapping. We're so back. I get to yap about anything and everything, even if I know nothing about it. Okay, we're hopping in. We're hopping into the game. Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen much Carozzo gameplay. Like, I know of them. For yeah, I know of them a little bit, but I don't think I've seen them play even like in season one, like when I was more in tune with the community. I just don't know much about them. What I do know is that they are a challenger, and they were able to take that round pretty immediately there against Flying Diarrhea, who's like very good. I said I would say Shark. I did not say Shark. Oopsie. Um, but yeah. Oh, that's oh my god. The C spin. The C spin goes crazy, but the misdrop on that L piece is a bit annoying to deal with here. And oh, this is really really tight for Kurozo, but they do manage to get out here. And, I mean, here we go with Shark building up a fractal here. This is like a setup I see in block rationing all the time, where you, like, add, like, an S-spin in, or a Z-spin, or whatever it is, to that fractal to try to maintain back-to-back, and, like, keep combo. Honestly, that might end up being really strong. It's good for block rationing, because combo, like, because multiplier, you get, like, a lot of extra attack from doing multiple, like, back-to-back, like, attacks in a combo per piece. But honestly, if you can do that at speed as well, it is quite useful. Fortunately, it's not going to be enough. As I like yap about that, Kurozo has already taken another game here. Could be an upset, but I am jinxing it by saying that. We will see. It looks like ooh, Flying Diarrhea is gonna keep back-to-back with that L-spin overhang, is gonna set up a TST, isn't gonna get that much out of it, but oh, the back-to-back Surge Send, Kurozo playing for their lives right now and is not gonna be able to make it out. 2-1. Alright. God, it's been a while since I've commentated top-level Tetrio. Like, what the heck? My heart is racing. I think it's been long enough to where it feels a lot more fresh for me again, which is nice. Yeah, I'm happy. Oh my god. Like, I can't go on tangents on commentary anymore. The second I go on a tangent, a round has already passed. 3-1, Kurozo in the lead. It's crazy. You know what else is crazy? This C-spin setup here, or the SDPC, breaks it, sends Surge, trying to send off a spike here, trying to just take Shark out, is not going to manage immediately. And oh my god, this counter spike from Shark is going to bring it back just a bit. 3-2. Look, if this was A rank, which it is very clearly not, but if it was, Kurozo would have already won. The thing is, this is a first to 11 set, and oh, the misdrop on the opener, and that one's brutal. Unfortunate. It's 3-3 now. And just like that, it's even again. I should stop jinxing people. I should stop hitting them with a commentator's curse. It's been a while. See, I'm not used to this anymore. I'm not used to the power I hold while on commentary. I need to chill a bit. Okay, both players building up back-to-back at about the same rate, though Kurozo's gonna send it a little bit early, which means that Flying Diarrhea, yeah, is gonna take it. It wasn't just sending early, it was the fact that Flying Diarrhea kept building up Surge while Kurozo was unfortunately stuck up top just a little bit there. But it's alright. Okay, it is looking like both players right now are kind of even. Kurozo sending off the spike, sending off a little more pressure. Flying Diarrhea just barely does not have garbage access in time. That is 4-4 here. Ooh, I gotta process things quicker. I gotta go back to, like, the last time I commentated High Level Tetrio and I was, like, popping off about it. Like, I was actually, like, saying things in time. Because right now, I need to step it up. It's okay. We have quite a bit of gaming right now. Nice little Kaidon from Shark. Kurozo starting to build up a Surge now. Is going to be ahead a little bit, but is going to have to send that Surge off early. Is not going to be able to build up too much more of an advantage, which means that both players are a bit even. That C-spin, though, is going to come in handy for Kurozo. Going to send off quite a bit. Is going to start sending off another surge here. I know it is a strategy not to build up surge, but instead to like send a bunch of small surges and keep like give your opponent like cheesy garbage, because sending a small surge means you do send like 4 lines of cheese, which is really good if you can like do that consistently as well. But we'll have to see. Kuroto is gonna send it all off now. Everything that they've built up. Building up that S-spin there to keep back-to-back. Is gonna start chaining a little bit, sends off the surge. I do like the rhythm that they're sending surge at, but the thing is, Flying Diarrhea doesn't seem to be accepting like an extraordinary amount of cheese for it to be like too big of an issue for them. Thing is, now Flying Diarrhea is at surge disadvantage and is not going to be able to downstack in time to counter it. 5-4. Close set, I will say. Very, very close set here. Looking quite even. Alright, the C-spin on the SDPC gets misdropped, and Shark is going to be able to send a lot, but not before Kuroto gets the solve out. Oh man, there's so much garbage flying in right now. And Kuroto's gonna send Surge to cancel it, but is just gonna keep getting more garbage in. Quite difficult to deal with here. But it is possible. Kuroto's gonna get down to that garbage now. Flying Diarrhea is really, really in a tight pinch right now. Gonna be able to make it down just in time, though. Starting to build up some back-to-back with these donations here. I think was looking for an all-spin, could not find it. Is just gonna count to 4, which is like a pretty good solve. Either way. Bad height difference means that they are gonna have to cancel out that surge, though right as Kuroto starts building up theirs, Kuroto is going to start LST stacking, sending a lot, gonna send off that surge. Flying Diarrhea, even though he's at the bottom of his board, is still gonna deal with an entire board of garbage from that surge. And it's 6-4 now. Would be match point, but we are in top 8 right now. Diarrhea instead of Shark. Sorry, it's difficult. The game is too fast. I can't think anymore. Even though I'm like saying Kuroto instead of Applejack. I should be saying Shark. It's my bad. Oh my god. The DT there, and okay, not gonna take the all spin, just gonna do the tuck into counting the 4 here. Oh my god, the complete downstack there with the multiplier. Shark 6-5 is gonna start taking it back a little bit. It is pretty close. Kuroto's still maintaining a lead right now. But Shark is going to start sending back here, and is even again. It is completely even. Mid-game DT was so base. I am a big fan of DT, honestly. DT is cool, and it like led really well into more back-to-back. That's the thing. There was a great continuation off of it. This is really tough for Flying Diarrhea, but has an alright solve. Is still gonna get pressured a ton by Kuroto there. Bringing it to 7-6. Alright, we have Gamushiro here. Where is it? Is it MS2? Who knows? What I do know is that it's a 35 spike that Kuroto successfully cancels off without any sweat. Though now has a bit of a cheesy board, has a good down stack to cancel. Good combo, is going to keep back-to-backing now. Great continuation, great height difference. This is great back-to-back stacking, and Shark is gonna have to just keep up right now. Sending so much, gonna send off that surge now. But it looks like Flying Diarrhea is okay. Pausing a little bit to think about back-to-back, that is not gonna work out. All spins mean you have like so many more options, but that means that thinking about set options taking the time to think about set options, I should say, can lead to your demise. Oh my god, that donation on the LST, the issue is that leaves Kuroto's board in a really rough state right now. regardless, is going to be able to get down. Misdrops are really fixable at a high level. I don't know how people do it. Like, I misdrop and my board's gone for, like, at least, like 5 seconds or something. That's, like, really, really generous. Like, it's usually, like, I usually have to deal with the fall off for far longer, but, like, the pros deal with it in, like, a second. Like, it just happens. It just happens and they're, like, out. Of course, not every misdrop is like that. There are some that are just, like, unsolvable, but a lot of them are, like, pretty nice. Great sequence of overhangs, but Kuroto is not able to finish that out. Not quite able to get to that eyepiece in time, and Shark is going to take it back a little bit here. It's 8-7 now. Alright, continuing this LST from Kuroto, barely gets that T-piece in time, and is going to be able to send enough back to continue here. Nice 16 to try and, like, cancel things out. Shark just down stacking through a bunch of cheese, but that time is lost right now as Kuroto sends off a surge into another spike, but Shark just barely built up enough surge to cancel it and then some, actually. This is tight, though. Really, really close at the top, and that one misdrop is gonna seal it. Almost had an out there, but not quite. Kuroto is 2 points away from taking it. Flying Diarrhea. Shark at 7. Oh man, I love the SZ box solve. I love it. It's great. And it keeps back to back. Shark is gonna be able to send that surge right into 9-8 right now, just keeping it relatively even. That all spin works, but Shark breaks back-to-back right after. Kuroto is just going to start back-to-back stacking right now. Send off the surge. 20. Oh, the misdrop on the eyepiece here. But it's going to be okay. Great sequence there to stay alive. Yeah, the game looks relatively even, except for Flying Diarrhea, who has a surge advantage. Shark is going to be able to take that surge advantage into a tied game. We will not have any deuce, because that's just how HN rolls, but if there was a deuce, then I think we would reach it. I wonder if we can consider adding it. I mean, even though, like, I have, like, the admin rule now, I can't really speak for rule set changes. It would be cool to, like, add deuce with, like, golden point. But that is just my opinion, not indicative of what HN is going to do. That is just completely off the dome. Who knows? We'd have to, like, look into that more. Anyways, I'm complete yapping. It looks like Shark has the back-to-back advantage now. And that spike from Kuroto is going to force that back-to-back to go away, which is pretty good. Makes the feel a little more even, but that misdrop is going to, unfortunately, cause things to go south for Kuroto here. And suddenly, we're at 9-10. I think, is this the first time Shark has had a lead in the set? It kind of feels like it. But yeah, great sequence there from Shark. Is not going to be enough to really put Kuroto in danger, though. In fact, Shark's the one in danger from this counter spike garbage. Is going to need a little more down stacking to have access to that well. Is so high up, barely gets that T-piece in time, but there's no solve there. Even with that O-piece, was 1 piece away from taking it, and we are at tiebreaker. Ooh, this is close right now. This is really, really close. Yeah, it's looking like everything is going here. Okay, Shark sends off a surge a little bit early, is enough to catch Kuroto off guard, but Kuroto has the downstack solve, maintains combos, gonna be able to cancel out here. And, I mean, the game looks fairly even now. Neither player has a clear surge advantage. Kuroto's gonna break the little bit of back-to-back they have. Shark is gonna send off all of that damage, and with that, Shark is gonna take the set. Um, I mean, okay. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, so I just read chat. Deuce with Golden Point is more entertaining. I think there is something in it for the players as well. I think, like a promo Firestorm might be kind of exhausting, if I'm gonna be honest. Um, but I think there is something if there's like a concrete goal to work towards. But yeah, close set on the tiebreaker on the dot. Shark is gonna take it to face off against Westell in winners finals here, or winners semifinals. Winners finals. No, winners finals. No, I'm stupid. Winners semifinals and then winners finals and then grand finals. Wait, I was wrong before. I was literally wrong before, because challenge does it like quarter final, semifinals, and then finals. But it is in fact grand finals coming up, but not quite yet. Oh, let me check. Oh, do we not have top 8 completely ready yet? Oh no. We played out winners and like, yeah, it looks like, I mean, my challenge might just be lagging. Oh no. I'm trying to click into my challenge and it's like really laggy. Maybe. No, it is. It is challenge. Please work. I'm trying to click and, oh my god, I reloaded it. Now I can't click on anything. What is happening? What is happening? I need to like close and reopen this tab. It might just be completely busted. Okay, maybe it was just my browser. Anyways, top 8. We are still waiting on loser side here. Rando Teto. Does Rando Teto, is that like Kasane Teto? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are. Cool. I love Kasane Teto. We have Teto and we have Gigawatt Gaming. Huge fan. I hope she's alright. She's chill. Cause yeah, we're just waiting on some loser side matches here, I guess. Or the loser side matches we're waiting on. Let me change it back to top 16. We have Twily Botchess. Twily Sparkle. That has who's Twily Sparkle? Oh no. God dang it. I have to do some looking again. Yeah, Twily Sparkle and Botchess and then Cubsy Pengies. Yeah. Seems about right. But, yeah, I guess I need to go back into Yap mode again. Chat, is it bad that I'm already tired? Oh no. Well, okay, so I don't commentate Stratosphere much anymore because the thing about my schedule is that I get home from travel basically like every week, Sunday, basically almost an hour after Stratosphere starts, basically. Give or take like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you know. That's about when I arrive home, so it's like I'm pretty tired by that point, and I don't know. Typically there are commentators, so I haven't bothered until today. But, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we've been a little bit short, so the first part of the stream was, in fact, commentator-less, but that is okay. Because, we're okay now. And yeah, we're chilling. Oh, we have our next match here. Gigawatt versus Twily. Okay, I'm abusing my perms. I'm using the admin panel. I'm figuring out who this person is with my perms here. Twily. Oh, right. Tenny. Okay, yeah, no, I knew it was familiar, and the reason I know why it's familiar is because of the username request thread that I was mentioning earlier. Right, I saw this. I saw this happen. I saw the name change happen. And I was like, oh, huh. Yeah. I also don't know much about Tenny. I feel like Tenny is a new person. But I've also seen, like, I feel like I've seen their, like, world records. They have, like, block rationing or something. Or they at least have, like, a top 3 score or whatever. They've been contending for world record for a while. I don't know who has it now because it keeps changing back and forth. Could be Rivi, could be... who knows. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was playing. This happens. It happens sometimes. At least you showed up. Alright, it's gaming time. Gigawatt and Twily here. We're moving. I still, yeah, no, I feel like I haven't seen much gameplay of from Twilight just in game in general. But yeah, I think last time I saw Gigawatt, like she was trying to make it to X plus without or was it just X rank? No, it was like was it X or X plus? I don't know. They were like she was trying to make it there, um, while like playing slow. Obviously, is capable of more than that. Um, but yeah, is now just going to game here. Um, yeah, it is 1-0 right now. Oh, I need to. Okay. All right. We have some upstack here. Gigo's gonna take a second there. I think this game is a little bit slower paced than what we saw before. Obviously, like slower is relative, of course, because we have like I mean they're playing at like 2.2, 2.7. Yeah, but I mean, it is looking fairly even. This looks so calm in comparison to earlier. Like I know it's not. I could never play at this speed, but well, it looks like we're playing at this speed. And oh, the Surge is gonna get sent off here. Twily, unfortunately, is not gonna have that solve in time. And yeah, it looks like it's 2-0 right now. Oh, great! I mean, that is just a solid opener PC here. I thought Giga was setting up for an all spin. Did not end up taking it. Just gonna skim out. That is okay. Takes the TSS there. It's gonna start down stacking a bit now. Great continuation to that multiplier there. And I mean, this game is looking pretty close. Twily is gonna just barely get that surge and send it off. It is, I mean, I feel like there's just back and forth in like just like a seesaw kind of thing. Like one person gets sent up and then they counter spike the other person up. I know like Gigawatt has quite a bit of experience in like PPT, for instance. Is gonna be pretty efficient there. And Twily, I think, I mean, if I'm not mistaken on block rationing means that like he is also quite efficient. Great 43! Great down stack from Gigawatt is gonna finally take it there. Yeah, right now, 3-0. Alright, is gonna have that S-Spin PC there. And, I mean, it is quite back and forth right now. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how, like, it's interesting just, like, how different this game feels in comparison to, like, earlier. Like, neither player really feels like they're in danger immediately until, like, the very end. So right now, Gigawatt is doing a good job at pressuring, and Twily, I mean, taking his time. The thing is, had to break back-to-back to deal with that garbage, which means there's some surge now on Gigawatt's side. Is going to keep up-stacking, building up that surge, building up a surge advantage here. Sends off a 16. Isn't going to get that much out of it, though, because most of it gets cancelled. And now Twilight is going to send off his surge in response here. I mean, both players are like... It just feels like they're chill, even though I know that's not really the case. I'm too used to like the extremely like fast games. I'm like not used to this anymore. I do think there is kind of an element of truth to that. Like, I think both players are capable of striding a bit more, but like both of them do take the time to like think out their actions, and I think it does show. There's a almost DT, but you can use that as like a donated T-spin instead, and that works out really well. That like Skim is gonna break Surge and let Giga set up more back-to-back here. This is like a good way to break Surge. Like, yeah, you like Skim into like a setup, and that means you break Surge, but if it doesn't work out, I'm immediately going to start building back-to-back again. As you can tell from this 10 back-to-back chain, 11, 12 from Gigawatt here. He's gonna just start to send Surge again. Isn't gonna quite work out. I think like Twiley has that like sort of like Agar vibe where like if you do not kill them, he's just gonna like kill you back, you know? You gotta like be certain. I think he plays quite smart. Yeah. I do get that vibe where like there's just a lot of thinking, a lot of like timing here, which I think is quite refreshing to see, honestly. Either way, definitely not a slowpoke when it comes to speed. Like, still playing the game quite well here, just like having a constant stream of pieces. I think there is like a base level of speed in order to like play Season 2, honestly, but it's not extreme. As long as you're not facing off against like, you know, like the Westel type player where like they're just going to like kill you if you aren't fast enough. Even like a slight speed disadvantage is fine. Here though, Twiley sends off Surge, and Gigawatt's gonna continue hers, which means she can break it into a spike here. What is Twiley gonna do? The answer is not much. With this style of gameplay, you have to interrupt your opponent's Surge. Otherwise, if they keep it going, they have all the leverage to like send off a spike and just kill you. You know? That is just kind of how it is. So you gotta be really careful about that. Especially against someone who's just going to be able to keep back-to-back, like Gigawatt. The thing is, I mean, I don't know how much Tetrio she's played. I don't know how adept she is at all spins. Or how much even like Nutris or anything like that, right? Like, I know her from PPT, and like efficiency in that game boils around T-spins and T-spins alone. Not to say like she's bad at all spins. Like, I can't really say that because that is kind of just like rude to just assume of someone. Oh yeah, if you're from PPT, you're bad at all spins. That's not true. See, there's one right there. The thing is, like, there's gonna be less of a focus if you aren't like completely prepared for it. And that means even though you're gonna be able to build up back-to-back quite well, and your back-to-back is going to be quite powerful because all spins send the full amount, you're not gonna build it up as quickly. So like the pure like count of like the count of Surge isn't gonna go up as quickly, which means someone like Twiley can counter, at least has more of a chance to. And we've been seeing it, like, Gigawatt has kept back-to-back going and has been sending it off, but like Twiley has almost always had a chance to counter here. And that's what's keeping these games that's what's making these games pretty long. Obviously, like, I'm not like one to like I can't be like, oh yeah, no, you need all spin to win. It just means it's a little bit more difficult, and like I can't critique these players, right? They would still like beat me up like really easily. But I think in a scenario like this, like, it is quite useful to have all spin. And I mean, yeah, without like a really big Surge, the match is not going to end. Like, there's like a very clear win condition, which is like, for Gigawatt, it's like sending a good Surge, sending a good enough Surge to just kill. For Twiley, it's like survive long enough, interrupt Surge, and or like counter spike a Surge that doesn't kill. Though here is something interesting. If you like build up Surge quickly enough, you do have the ability to send some cheese like a Gigawatt just did. Thing is, Twiley is the type of player to be good at cheese. Like, is going to be able to melt through that cheese really quickly. So like, unless it's like a lot of cheese, like you send a surge of cheese and then like you 4Y. right? Something like that, you know. It is maybe a little bit difficult to completely cheese someone up. It's possible. I did see quite a bit of cheese on Twiligh's board, but the thing is, like, he downstacked it really quickly. But that's okay. Either way, it looks like we're seeing the other win condition here. Gigawatt is building up that back-to-back now. Is just gonna send off that surge with a T-spin 0, and Twilight was not ready for it. I think might have assumed that Gigawatt was in, like, pure, like, back-to-back mode. But that surge send off with that, like, T-spin 0, I don't know if it was a misdraw, but either way, it works out. Is gonna win the round there. Giga going for the DPC here. The thing is, you can cancel it quite easily in Season 2, but if you let it wait, you do lose the ability to opener phase. And, like, so you kind of gotta take advantage of that opener phase while you can. I don't know how big of a, like, deal it is, per se. Because, like, because PCs are nerfed anyways, you can still, like, cancel and get out. Even mid-game. But, like, you know, it is nice to have that opener surge, and, like, if your opponent is faster than you, at some point, like, you might want to rely on that opener surge. Not rely on it, but, like, you might need it. Maybe not the case here. I mean, I think we are, like, very cleanly in the mid-game, but it can happen. And that is a great spike from Gigawatt, especially, like, I think if you have, like, a playstyle like Twily's where you're, like constantly, like, you know, like, kind of macroing-ish. I don't know, like, constantly playing at a speed disadvantage, you cannot misdrop, right? If you do not have the speed to fix your misdrops, a misdrop is, like, pretty much a death sentence. Because you're kind of constantly playing from behind. And, like, your decision-making is what's letting you live. So if you're, like, misdropping, aka, like, kind of screwing up your decisions, that is really bad. Can happen sometimes. The good thing is, though, I mean, if you're, like, good with this playstyle, it means you don't misdrop as much. I shouldn't be commentator cursing it. I shouldn't be commentator cursing it. With that, Twilight misdrops, and Giga is going to be able to take advantage of it. And yeah, I mean, it's 7-1. Solid game. Looks like... Okay, no, I think that might have been a misdrop. I was like... Oh, no, I think she's, like, waiting for garbage. No, I think that was a misdrop. I think the thing is, it's not gonna hurt Giga as much. Twilight, I think, trying to, like, shred out PCs, maybe. Okay, either way, it's gonna build up that, like, block rashing type setup there. I'm just gonna call it, like, block rashing type now. Oh my god, but Twilight on the offensive now, tries to send off that surge, is not gonna kill, though. Like, attempting to make it work, but I see the vision, right? Like, at that point, if you're against someone like Giga, you want to try to, like, time, if you have, like, a big surge resource, right? Because the thing is, Giga is going to have the speed to make that surge disadvantage up eventually, not immediately. So you want to, like, try to send your surge immediately. And, like, I mean, I think it worked out there. Quite a good round for Twily. Very, very well executed. Bit of a jigsaw setup there. Is it the same setup where you have, like, the S-spin into the T-spin? I need to look at it again, because now I'm, like, thinking, like, oh yeah, if it's at the bottom of the board, it's a jigsaw. But that's clearly not the case. No, I think it is different, because you're, like, putting the overhang somewhere else, I think? Yeah. I'm, like, trying to think about it, but yeah. It is interesting, regardless. Anyways, while I was, like, yapping, Giga takes the round. It's gonna keep back-to-back. That's the thing about PCs now, or DPC now. Certain solves are going to just be so much more aggressive than others because they keep back-to-back throughout if it's just, like, one clear to get a PC. Which is, like, quite useful. And Giga demonstrated that very, very well. Alright, just gonna start, like, donating on top of the... Or, I guess it's the floating. On top of the SDPC here instead of, like, PCing. Just gonna try to send that off immediately. Charlie had enough surge to use as a canceling resource there. Is not gonna get sent up much, if at all, from it. Great all-spin donation there to start building up back-to-back again. Is gonna be using those surges quite defensively. And this time Giga with a big misdrop makes it out. Luckily, she's cracked at the game, folks. Not quite out of the woods yet. Oh, but great spike there. And like Twilight has all the clean in the world, is going to be able to deal with it quite well, quite nicely. But that doesn't mean that Giga isn't just going to keep up the pressure there. And yeah, with that, Giga is up 10-2. Do you really like watching this matchup, honestly? I think I was getting quite tired by like the kind of breakneck pace of the last few sets. And like seeing like someone who's like a bit slower and is like though plonking. I don't know. It's just like playing like slow but steady, you know? It is nice to see. Ooh, this is tough for Giga actually, and oh my god, the solve is crazy! Crazy, crazy stuff there to stay alive at the top. Has the perfect skim right in time. I like that a lot. Is that a color clear, or did it just feel like a color clear? Either way, Giga is upstacking quite a bit now. Is gonna have the skim to open up the well. Though Twilight now has the surge advantage. And Giga isn't going to start building up back-to-back immediately, which means that Twilight could play the surge advantage out a bit more before getting it sent right back. It is going to break it now. Just try to, like, make it down to that garbage. I think, like, eventually, like, if you do not have the speed to build up the efficient, like, all-spin whatever setups, like, you are going to get punished for it. Like, you kind of do need to, like, make it down to garbage. I think that is, like, one tenet of playing slow is making it down to that garbage. Keeping garbage access so that you can, like, get rid of it as soon as you get it. That misdrop does take a little bit of thinking, but it is a pretty clear L spin there to solve it. Just need to figure out the surrounding aspects of it. But yeah, this is pretty chill. Nice little TSD, nice little all spin there. Again, just playing low, has a sequence here, is going to cancel out of that back-to-back, which means that now is going to be playing at surge disadvantage when you're, like, playing slower than your opponent and you see that, like, big number looming over your head. You gotta, like, act towards, like, getting rid of it. Otherwise, you get faced with that complete board of garbage. Eminem throwing it at you. God. Think about, like, I feel like there's, like, several, like, memes you can make, like Eminem throwing something at you. I think, like, Eminem throwing a surge at you, or like Willem Dafoe looking up and seeing, like, the big red number. I feel like those are just, like, that's just off the dome, I guess. I don't know. God, I feel like I'm commentating different than I used to. I don't know what it is. It's been a while. But I feel like I'm yapping differently. Even though I'm tired, like, I'm kind of going. It is nice to be able to commentate again. Definitely not going to be a regular thing, but I think sometimes I need to take my mind off of things, and sometimes it is nice to yap for a bit. But yeah, Gigawatt is going to move on against Kurotso Applejack. Which means now we have QB and Kasane Teto, my beloved. Not really... nothing against them as a player, obviously. Like, I don't know much about them, in fact. I'm just a big Kasane Teto fan, as in the Vocaloid. I have been, kind of vibing to several Kasane Teto songs recently. Yeah, I am a big Kasane Teto fan. But yeah, we have Kasane Teto, and we have Dingo, I believe. No, QB. I'm losing my mind. QB. Been a bit. But, yeah. Looking forward to seeing this. Good to hear, but I am turning off stream. Oh no. Good luck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm the yapper. Chat, I'm the yapper. Real pro commentator is a Horizon's OMG big fan. Okay, real pro player, Hugh99, OMG big fan. How about that? How's that feel? How's that feel, huh? Oh man. Thank you though. Oh man. Watching two plonks back and forth garbage is way more entertaining than watching Street Split player stride you. I mean, I think they're entertaining in different ways. It feels like fake news. No! Stop it! Please! Stop with this fake news stuff. I'm telling the truth. You know what else I'm telling the truth about is that we're on warm-up, chat. We're warming up. I don't know. We are warming up. We see maybe it could be fast, except not. Because Kasane Teto hits them with the counter spike. W counter spike. But is not going to fully pay off. Well, yeah, I mean this is a pretty garbage Cindy warm up. I guess we have like the compare and contrast of like Stride and Plonk, because yeah, now these players look a lot faster than what we just saw for sure. I think going back, did I finish my thought about going back and forth or like Plonks versus Strides being entertaining, non-entertaining, whatever? I think they're entertaining in different ways. I mean, at some point, on one hand, yeah, you kind of get used to it, but on the other hand, I don't think I really do. Like, I don't think I get used to the fact that, like, it's just kind of, like, I kind of, like, said my thoughts out of order. It is kind of awe-inspiring. Like, in a way of, like, how are they doing this, right? How are they, like, how do they play this fast? How do they do it? Like, I see Wetzel, and I'm like, what the heck, man? What are you... How are you doing this? How is it physically possible? You know? But, like, I also see, like, Plonks, and I'm like, okay, this is chill, this is cool. But this is, like, really cool to, like, I can actually, like, see the decision-making in real time, and it's, like, nice. So, I don't know, I feel like it just has a different appeal, but ultimately I think it's still, like, entertaining to watch in its own way, you know? There's, like, different aspects to it. Just like there's different aspects to the game. First round goes by. I need to see if Kasane Teto was anything, like, was a different name in Season 1. Or if, you know, they're, like, new to the scene, kinda. By new, I mean, I'm kind of a boomer at this point. It feels weird to say that. But I have just not been as involved in the scene lately, so I have no clue. Either way, Kasane Teto is gonna take it. Taking the Teto risk here. I should never say that again. For numerous reasons. Anyways, I mean, okay, there's a bit of plonking here. If you were looking for that. If you're looking for plonking gameplay, got it. A little bit, at least. In terms of Kasane Teto. QB, on the other hand, is playing above 3. Just gonna be vibing in that aspect. Has the great floating there. Oh man, upstack's just a bit too much. It's just gonna get spiked up. Cannot get that T-piece over the gap. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Quite heartbreaking, but it is okay. I'm interested to see, like, if more people take advantage of clutch clears. That's my first thought. I don't know. It was, that was, like, very difficult to get out of. But, like, I don't know. In a different universe, I could see, like, clutch clears, like, playing an effect there. Didn't really in that situation. You know, maybe could have. Either way, a little bit of plonking here. Just gonna wait for that garbage to accept before going down. Kasane Teto is playing the role of the plonker right now, which is, like, cool, you know? Honestly, you kind of love to see it. Not gonna lie. Oh, but unfortunately, QB is gonna play fast enough. The thing is, this is a lot different from last set where, like, it took a while because, like, the speed advantage was, like, what? It was, like, 2.7 to 2.2, right? I need to look at Kasane Teto's speed again. But I think there was, like, a bit of a difference. I think QB is, like, just a bit faster here, which means that the speed advantage is going to be, I think, a bit greater. Even though Kasane Teto, honestly, still has... I think the difference here, though, is that Kasane Teto has a lot more stride than Twilight did. So, like even now, like, is also playing at 2.9. Like, they can play... They can play Plonk, but they can also play Stride. Fortunately, seems like they weren't able to win that one out. It is now 3-2. Pretty even. And yeah, both players just kind of canceling right now. I honestly really like that, like, all-spin setup. Like, I love it, honestly. I love the all-spin into, like, essentially T-spin. Like, it's nice. It's like the Z-spin into T-spin. Like, it just feels really good. It's very satisfying to watch. Very nice to see. I'm a big fan, honestly. You know what else I'm a big fan of? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, well, either way, Kasane Teto at a surge disadvantage. Oh man, this is a lot of accepting, but it's going to break out, and since it was a big surge, it means it's somewhat clean. Kasane Teto is fine for now. Meow. Fine for Meow. Okay, it's gonna build up that cut copy, which goes nicely into that well. It's not gonna, like, take the TSS there, because, like, typically that is good height difference. The issue is there's no way to make an overhang there, really. So, Teto is just going to hop out, which is okay. The misdrop, or, yeah, the misspin on that means that Teto is trapped at the top of the board for quite some time. QB is gonna be able to take advantage of it. And it's even, again. Close match, close set so far. Alright. Even game. Okay, looking like we have pretty solid game, except for the fact that QB has so much cheese. Oh my god. Sorry, I looked away for a second. I come back and I see so much cheese on QB's end. Quite a bit, in fact. But QB is just gonna make it through because there was no more cheese sent. That I misdrop does hurt for a little bit. Does mean that Teto has to stride a bit just to get down, but he's gonna be able to. I think he'd be able to both plonk and stride is, like, based. You know? Like, I think having that control is very nice to see. To be fair, though, I think, like, most people could do it. I think most, like, top players could do it, honestly. Like, most top players can have good decision making if they're, like, slow. But to see it actually being used, to see it, like, people, like, deciding, oh yeah, it's actually better if I do both instead of just striding or whatever, is nice to see, I think. A nice little cut copy there. Pretty solid. Oh, nice down stack there. Is not gonna have the, like, follow-up after that misdrop, but luckily, I mean, builds up a quad. Is not gonna be able to get the full thing out of it, though. Yeah, now it's even. Completely even, in fact. Nice PC from Kasane Teto. Didn't get too much out of it. That's okay. But this is okay. I mean, I think both players are, like, pretty... They're, like, getting a lot of cheese, but, like, clearing it, like, really quickly. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. We see a bit of a surge disadvantage for QB now. It is gonna be okay, though. Oh, and now Sonic Teto is at the top, or QB's at the top. It just barely survives and is gonna be able to counter spike a ton. Unfortunately, Teto does not quite have garbage access there, so QB is gonna be able to take it. Okay, it looks like nice surge there, and it is going to send QB up quite a bit with that additional pressure. But Teto needs to send just a bit more to take QB out, and QB is gonna have the speed to make it out completely there. Is gonna be completely fine. Bit of a misdrop, unfortunately, but it's gonna be okay. Both players are really low on the board now. Kind of a reset of board states here. I mean, looking really nice with that spike. The thing is, QB is gonna be able to make it out. Clears off the cheese on top. This is a bit scary. Is not gonna, like, is just not going to send too much there. Alright, I mean, oh, this is so much clean for Teto, and unfortunately, even with like such a clean well, is just like kind of unfortunately hesitating a bit, and is going to get searched to the skies before they can make real use of it. Alright. Alright. Quick round there. Sorry, oh, okay. Getting a little sunlock. These rounds are starting to go by a bit quicker. I think, like, they are playing a bit faster here. Nice gray system from Teto. Don't see it used too often in versus. So you see it used in versus, and it's like, cool. It's like, nice. Based. I think I like put Gray System, like, I forgot what I put Gray System on my like opener tier list back when I did that. Back when I did content. I should get back to doing that. And like I promise I will be getting back to doing that soon. You know what? Personal teaser, whatever. I just need to like work on stuff. But anyways. Yeah, I mean I think Gray System is cool in all seriousness. Just because it's kind of uncommon, I guess. Out of all the PC openers, it's nice to see. Oh man. So much cheese on Teto's end, but is going to be able to make it out. Not before getting pushed up, though. Just barely living, but has to use up the eyepiece. That is curtains. That eyepiece usage is very unfortunate. Okay. Oh man, the overhang list. The overhang list into TSM. Banger setup overall. Like I'm a fan. This is a bit tough though. I was trying to build for an S-spin, but like I think the parity on the other side just did not really allow for it. Like there just wasn't the room for it. Seems okay though. Great combo sequence. I'm watching Teto a lot. I think I mean I should be. I looked at QB and then like QB like died. Here's the thing, right? QB's playing pretty well, I feel like. QB's like playing pretty quickly. Or just like speed-wise. Definitely playing at a speed advantage, as I said earlier. But I think like Teto playing a little bit smarter. Either way, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I think, like, I think they're really even. I mean, you can see from the scores here. In fact, Teto is down 1 point right now. It does just kind of go back and forth. Speaking of back and forth, that is a tied game 7-7. And I mean, both players stacking quite similarly, though QB's gonna do like the stack on top of PCO instead of actually going for PCO. Good little continuation from Teto there, trying to just take things out with like a quick spike and a half. There's like a great continuation, great garbage usage. The thing is, like, even playing like that, it's just not quite enough. Oh no, and the misdrop there is going to block Teto out completely. Yeah, I mean, quite a bit of back and forth here. Great, I love the S-spin to donate to 4. Oh, I can't talk. Cool. Cool setup. I love it. We love to see it, chat. We really love to see it. Meow. Why did I say meow? It might be over for me. I kind of just like use meow in like daily speech without thinking about it. It's kind of just over for me. It's not even a bit. I'm just like asking for help. But I should be paying attention to the set right now. Canceling out the surge. QB is not quite going to be able to take advantage of that advantage, unfortunately. Just because Teto is going to get down while QB unfortunately has a bit of a misdraw. But it is okay. It's alright. It's just 8-8. It's just even. It is just completely even. I think this is... I don't know. Do we have, like... I forgot. Do we have, like, tiebreakers on the history spreadsheet? I think... Because I'm curious. I feel like there's a Stratosphere that would benefit a lot. Or, not benefit, but change a lot from having deuces. Just based on the how these games are going. I'm sure there's been, like, more deucey Stratospheres. More tiebreakery Stratospheres, I should say. Because deuces aren't real, they're a myth. But yeah, it feels quite up there, to be honest. Yeah, heretic. The season 1 enjoyers can call me a heretic. I love all spins. I love seeing like, people. I think like all spin mini works really well, honestly. Just because I love seeing like back-to-back continuations with all spin. I love like seeing people like find that and getting rewarded for it. I think it's nice. I think it takes skill, and I think it is based. I love optionality in my video games. And yeah, I love the setups here. I love the Z-spin into T-spin donation. Breaking Surge just gonna combo down, great down stack, just gonna completely make it down to that garbage. Yeah, I mean, this is chill. Yeah, I mean... Right now, things are going. Things sure are going. I mean, yeah, there's been a bit of surge sent back and forth as cheese mainly, and it's been fine. Like, it's been canceled out. I feel like both players are kind of staying low, not keeping too long back to back. So like, it's not really that much like in terms of like pure advantage. As I say that though, Teto is building up a back-to-back chain. Gonna get spiked out by QB for it there. And yeah. Great sequence from QB here, and Teto's not gonna be able to survive that. Just a piece away from that eyepiece to take it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, things seem like pretty volatile now, actually. Big surges being sent back and forth here. Ooh, and this is just really high up on QB's end there. It is 9-9. And yeah, I mean, it's a close game. Close set for sure. And, okay, Teto is building up Surge really quickly. It's gonna break it in favor of just dealing with the cheese. And that means there's gonna be some cheese on QB's end, but QB gets out of it really quickly. Teto's gonna use this time to build up a setup, going for more combo here. I love to see the combo, actually. I love to see the cheese as kind of like a pace change here. Great S-spin there. And yeah, this is really solid gameplay. Good conversion. It's gonna wait to accept there. Wait to take that garbage. Oh, and there's a donation there, but unfortunately gets, like, caught off guard a bit and is not gonna be able to pull it off in time. Has to upstack over it. Barely makes it out. QB is, like, trying the pressure, but Teto makes it out in the end. These two are very evenly matched. I see, like, just in the, like, I see, like, areas where, like, one player needs to pressure and is just barely unable to, like, pressure the other person because they downstack quick enough. I feel like it's just kind of a running theme. Where, like, you upstack and... I mean, you upstack and you downstack, but, like, I feel like both players have been on the back foot and yet have not made it out. Like, I feel like they're both very evenly matched in that respect. We love to see the funny TST TST overhang. The thing is, it doesn't quite work out. Teto's not able to get down, and QB is at match point now. Match point meow. See, PCs from Teto, I think opts to keep back-to-back there instead of going for, like, the PC solve, which, I mean, I did see, which means Teto definitely saw it because Teto's a gamer. Teto Gaming. I love Teto Gaming, chat. She sure is. Oh my god. I gave her the... Instead of the commentator's cards, I gave her the commentator power-up. I wasn't even talking about the game. And suddenly we're on tiebreaker. I'm not biased, I swear. I'm not a biased commentator. I love both of these players equally, is what parents say to their kids. But anyways... This is so much clean for Teto. It is going to be able to counter the pressure that QB's saying. It's okay. QB, we love you. Oh my god, and QB is almost going to take it here, sends so much, and Teto unable to deal with it. Had the Surge too, so, like, could have broken Surge and had just a little more pressure as well. And, yeah, QB takes it 11-10 here. Another tiebreaker in top 8. Hummingbreaker, is that what it is? It's been a while. Been a while since I've been back here. Yeah, that means QB faces Dingo. And, of course, I think we're gonna take it back to the other side here for Gigawatt versus Applejack. Applebee's. Gigawatt versus Kurotso. Heck yeah. I love gaming. It's been too long. It's been too long since I commentated Day-Gen. I'm happy to be back. Temporarily, at least. It's nice, it's nice. Though I am quite tired. It is okay. We have, in fact, Kurotso versus Gigawatt here. And yeah, this is quite exciting. Looking forward to seeing it. Actually, I'm curious. Wait, they're both seed 5? Uh-oh. Let me open challenge, hang on. Oh no. I'm sorry, production, you're doing a great job. I don't want to be mean. Top 8. Kurotso seed 3. Gigawatt seed 5. Which makes sense. There is a 200 TR difference. I am still not used to Season 2 TR scaling. I don't know how much that is. I think it's a fairly significant margin. I think especially looking at the stats, the numbers otherwise, you can kind of see it, yeah. Global number 51, global number 24. 3.07 PPS, 3.63 PPS. I mean, the stats, the numbers. Bigger number, better player is what they say. Not always the case, but like, yeah, I mean, here maybe. I'm the yapper. Either way, I am excited to see this. I am excited to see gameplay happen. I think. Okay, we're waiting on. Oh no, never mind. They're both in the room. They just aren't hopping in. Meow meow. Oh man, why am I hungry? I had food. And yeah, I'm still hungry and it's really late. It's too late to go get anything. I could maybe order delivery. Maybe not. Who knows? It would be kind of silly of me to do. I had food. I think I just have a skill issue. I need to stop eating food. Don't take this as general advice. This is like personal advice. I'm yapping. I'm yapping. I'm the yapper, but I need to like find something to yap about. Otherwise, we're just kind of sitting here staring at these admittedly beautiful graphics. Because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of hummingbird nest like aesthetic. Which I'm realizing it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Do not fret, chat. It's okay. Yeah. Oof. I did have food, and food was, like, good. Rokuro. I mean, they're both in the room. I think they just haven't said anything. Who knows what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Kuro said they needed like 10 minutes. Okay, I love stalling. I love stalling like it's... I don't know the year to make the joke, and I shouldn't make the joke. It's fine. Woof. That's the wrong one. I should be saying meow, not woof. I don't know why I said woof. Oh, man. When was the last time I commentated in an HN tournament? Who knows? Assuming Kuro is taking a shower again. I hope they make it in time. Surely they'll be okay. Right, I'm sure. Can I have 10 minutes at 11:20? They are slated to come back in 3 minutes. But yeah. Standby. We're counting from standby. That's fine. We will see what happens, chat. Yeah. Next person to say something is a free make the commentator say something within reason. Go for it. This is what I do for content. This is the lengths I'm willing to go to. Make me say something now for free. As long as it's like not bannable or whatever, like as long as it's not, I don't know. I have no idea. It's fine. As long as whatever. It's okay. We're waiting. Seed 5 versus Seed 5. Applejack is Seed 3. There has been a production mistake, but it is okay. I understand. I have been on production. Give production a break. It's fine. It happens. But it is okay. You know? Cause we're chilling. It's alright. Okay. Why did that not automatically correct? Welcome to Stream Control. I am so sorry. I left you with a janky program, and then I kind of took a break from the community, and I never made things in a better program. Oopsie. Carozzo and not Applejack. These MFs with their My Little Pony, brony, whatever. I can't believe these people. Should we have played CM Dingo and QB first? Oh no. I don't know if I should be reading stream matches out loud. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know, chat. I don't know anything anymore. I am... yeah, we're vibing. Welcome back. Good luck, have fun. I think we're just hopping in. Do we need a warm-up? Or did the shower warm your hands? Or were you even taking a shower? If you're taking a shower, good on you. Taking a shower is good. Shower well. Or whatever. Shower well, as they say. Who knows what they're saying? I don't know what they're saying. Who knows what they're saying? My little brony. Yeah, happens. It's okay. Happens. No warm-up? Question mark? I don't know what the answer is. We'll see what the answer is. Alright. Good luck. Have fun. We are hopping in to the video game. Just straight up. Oh my god. That gameplay felt sped up. What the heck? That was crazy. That was a crazy opening burst. What the heck? Trying to take Gigawatt off guard, but that's not happening. I think this is interesting. I think this is a match that we have not seen in Top 8. I was unfortunately not watching the tournament before Top 8, so I don't know what we've seen before, but I think what's interesting about this matchup is that I think this is Gigawatt playing at a speed disadvantage, which is interesting to me, because I think we are going to see Gigawatt pushed to our limits here. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Pretty solid 4 PPS gameplay. Which is, I think, faster than we've seen from Gigawatt, at least in top 8, or top whatever, since I've been here, okay? I was traveling beforehand. I'm sorry I was not able to tune into Stratosphere 120. Nice round number. Anyways, I'm yapping. In the time that I've yapped, Applejack has taken it. I think the thing is, I think the speed deficit is definitely going to shrink as Gigawatt like pushes herself. Gigawatt is definitely capable right now, for sure. We're absolutely seeing that. And, yeah, I mean, it is back and forth here. I mean, the thing is, the speed disadvantage means that if both players are playing, like, similarly, eventually, like, the faster player will win, I think, in this context, because of back-to-back building. Though the thing is, if you're fast and you skim, you lose your back-to-back, right? And you lose your surge. Either way, I think both surges have been traded. Nothing crazy has come of it immediately. This is quite risky. Quite a bit of an upstack for Giga. And Carozzo's gonna send. First mistake was assuming you do something with the star. Oh no, did I spread information on the internet? Oh no. Oh wait, right, you mean like at the start of the set when like Carozzo was like speed running. Yeah. I don't think Carozzo has not bursted that fast before or since, really. So I think I'm justified in being surprised. I don't know, it just felt crazily sped up. Also, like, with that fast of a gameplay, it felt like Carozzo's, like, AR was non-zero, like, just, like, fractional. But I don't know if I'm just, like, going insane. I think it's fine. You know what else is fine? Carozzo's stack compared to Gigawatt's here. Gigawatt's committing to that TST, even with all of this cheese. This is crazy, crazy from Gigawatt here to have to try and survive, and it is unfortunately not going to work out. Kurosa right now taking a lead. I think the thing is, Gigawatt can play at the speed, but she is being pushed towards it, so she's, I think, a little less comfortable. And also, like, yeah, Kurosa is just going to start by sending a lot more pressure in that round specifically. Unfortunately. I am rooting for Gigawatt here. I love myself an underdog story. That feels a bit mean, actually. It is a difficult matchup, for sure. But I believe in Gigawatt here to take it. Sending off a surge from Kuroso here, and Kuroso is able to cancel it out, mostly. Basically all of it, actually. And like, yeah, Gigawatt is absolutely playing at a bit of a disadvantage here. I think drawing on that PPT experience to play with this garbage at a reasonable pace. The issue is just like, it is difficult to make something happen, and it is really, really tough when you're like playing like just low to your opponent's garbage, not actually sending much. This is really, really like difficult, and I don't blame her at all. Oh man, the STSD here, I'm a big fan, and that is solid gameplay there. I think Kuroso there used up their speed to just up stack without doing too much more. Not without doing too much more, but you know. Stacked. And got spiked up. But man, as I look back, this time their up stack succeeds because unfortunately Gigawatt, I think, misdropped a bit. Yeah. This is quite a bit of back and forth here. Oh, and nice sequence there, 25. It's very solid. Alright, nice all clear. I mean, it's looking like... Oh my god, that is a solid sequence there from Gigawatt. Isn't gonna keep Surge, though. As I say that, there's some Surge being built up here. And, I mean, building up this Kaidon, but that piece... Okay, has the Surge to protect herself, is going to be able to cross... Oh my god. Even though that wasn't a clutch clear, the clutchness of that, like, fix should not be understated. And that's 1 APP, basically, too, right? That is, like, 0.999, whatever. That is 123 over 124 APP. Crazy. Good efficiency. We love to see it. Love to see the efficiency. Definitely not, like, completely free for Kuroso. But right now, Gigawatt's playing at a disadvantage. This is tough. It's doable. It's doable. Oh, I shouldn't say anything. The Surge is the issue there. Unfortunately, he's not able to get down enough to cancel that Surge. Like, a 15 Surge is cancelable. The issue is just, like, not mid-board when you don't have, like, a clean well immediately. I think Kuroso's doing a good job of sending Gigawatt, like, garbage that's not completely clean, while still, like, pressuring a ton. That was also just a perfectly timed Surge as well. I was like, well done. Yeah, that's crazy. I think like, if you're playing at a speed disadvantage, it's a lot easier if your opponent sends you a lot of Surge, right? If you get sent a lot of that. Or not a lot of Surge, a lot of clean garbage. And, I mean, the thing is, even though, like, pressure has to be clean, I think Kurosa's doing a good job of not, like, making it fully clean. As I say that, Giga takes another round here. Good sequence from Gigawatt there, trying to spike things out with a bit of cheese, but that counter spike is big enough to just completely send Gigawatt to the moon. 48 over 37, that is a lot of efficiency there. with that surge to seal it. I hope my commentary wasn't too biased. I feel a bit bad, but it is okay. No. Okay. I can now. My mouse like disappeared. I was trying to click onto things. With that, Gigawatt is unfortunately gonna fall, but this is still top 6 in top 6. Yeah, this is still like top 6 in a TWC silver, pretty decently sized TWC silver too. So like yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty poggers. Why is my mouse not moving? Okay, I just continue to have like issues. Oh no, it's over for me. Ah, it's fine. We can just continue watching anyways. It is Dingo and QB next. This will be interesting actually. Dingo seated above QB here. Both players are gonna be fairly fast. But yeah, I don't think no one. Oh no, we do have warm up. We do in fact have warm up. Alright. Kind of spaced out for a second. We have a warm up going right ahead here. Solid game here, and oh man, yeah, QB was just sent up and had no out there, even with that like Z-spin, like skim Z-spin find, it was not enough. Bit too high up, unfortunately. Hold on. Okay, my setup is just completely bugging out. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Alright, we have a solid back-to-back here from Dingo. This is very, very well done, actually. I love seeing people take advantage of the all-spin. I love people timing it as well. Unfortunately, Cuba with a bit of a misdrop hesitated, and Dingo was able to strike. Oh man, this is a... Oh my god. Unfortunately, QB sent up just a bit too much. Again, like, that was crazy. They were like... they were going at it. Okay, I am also trying to, like, fix my setup. I just heard a lot of surge sounds. I will be truthful about that. I should focus on the game more. This is a TWC major. I need to, like, tighten up a bit. Not major, silver, whatever. Right. Okay, looks like QB is going to try to like macro a little bit there. Waits to accept and cancel that garbage. Quite a bit of that, and it is nice to see. It is cool. I think again, this is like another like game where like both of like these players are fast, both of them. But one of them is at a clear speed disadvantage, and it's like up to it. In this case, it's up to QB to try and like mitigate that. Thing is, Dingo doesn't play completely clean, so it's not like super easy to counter spike. I guess you can't really like just play completely clean at this level. Then again, it doesn't matter if you like play clean if your opponent has unfortunately like misdropped a bit. I think it is about like not playing clean all the time, but then like playing clean when the time has come to like punish them. Oh no, these misdrops from QB are really unfortunate. I feel really bad. I feel like my commentary is biased. I feel like I've gotten worse at that. I apologize. Either way, it is okay. I think this is still, like, I feel like QB's still, like, playing quite well to the situation, like, they've been put in here. Oh, a lot of surge! Oh, man. Just, like, Dingo is playing at 1 APP, 4 PPS. I don't know what you do about that. It's kind of crazy, you know? It is kind of wild, I will say. Oh, man. A lot of back-to-back happening. Both players at a pretty similar back-to-back, but QB is actually in a better board state. Unfortunate misdrops there! I hate commentators cursing people. Oh, man. QB almost has to solve, but takes just a bit too long with it. Unfortunate there. Not what you want to see. That, it's 6-0 here. And, I mean, great donation there from QB. I think was considering the, like, the DT. Not gonna fully finish it out. Oh, man. Great sequence there from Dingo. Even though, like, yeah, I mean, QB had, like, some pressure ready, but just could not quite send it off in time there. Very unfortunate. Oh, man, great combo to try to cancel things out. Also cheeses Dingo up a bit, but Dingo is quite low on the board, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, looks like there's a bit of surge happening. Gonna just send it off immediately, along with some pressure for a 30 spike Dingo was not ready for. Point on the board for QB there. Very nice to see. Yeah. Oh man, the misdrop on the opener for Dingo there. And oh man, this is really, really tight. But QB unfortunately is unable to play against that. Very unfortunate here. Oh man, my computer is bugging out. Oh well, it's fine. It is completely alright. Oh, great sequence there for QB to make it out. But the issue is still having to deal with a lot of surge disadvantage. Dingo's gonna send it off, but QB just barely finds the out in time. Is gonna be able to make it down. Very well done. Oh man, this is a lot of surge yet again for QB to deal with, though. Great spike from Dingo to seal it there. Oh man. Oh, this is a crazy... Oh my god, Dingo, what are you doing? This up stack. What? And unfortunately, like, that is gonna get punished. QB didn't even have to release Surge there. It's just crazy. It's crazy all around. Okay, sends off that spike, but QB does have an L-spin to kind of mitigate things quite a bit. Oh man, getting like sent the surge there though, not what you want to see when you're like at the top of the board. Even a small surge there is just like unfortunate. There's just no room for QB to move, and we are at match point here. For Dingo. Oh man, this is really scary, even still. And Dingo is unfortunately gonna be caught with an unfortunate stack at the top. And is not gonna be able to take advantage of that. All right. This is a lot of surge for Dingo to try and close it out here, and that is really bad timing for QB. Had like a solve there that required a skim, but it was just the tiniest bit too late. Like, so unfortunate. And with that, Dingo is gonna be able to take it over QB 11-3. Okay. Oh man, it's fine. It is okay. With that, that sends us to our next match, Westel Shark. Here. Westel Shark is going to occur. This is Seed 1, Seed 2. Both really, really fast players, both contenders at this point. Flying Diarrhea, Shark, number 5. Westel, number 12. I mean, okay, so in terms of pure Tetra League, like TR, Westel is below Shark, which means either they dropped a bit, or either he dropped a bit, or he was manually seeded. Which I have to imagine it was a manual seed. So this will be interesting. Westel is the favorite, but also like I don't know. We will see. Depends on the numbers, really. I think this could honestly go either way. Like, I'm gonna assume CM Dingo like manually seeded. That is my guess. But like, I don't know. We'll see. Man, I like looked at Westel's like bio to like confirm, or I looked at Westel's like player card because I guess it was on stream on the overlay, but like, I don't know. I guess I wanted to look in game. Let's see like Investel and Westel, and like yeah, I mean, you can in fact Investel and Westel. I remember when this guy was winning U rank capped tournaments. I wish I was joking. This guy saw like the U rank. It wasn't even a win, to be fair. It was literally like second or third place. Like you can still see the badge on his profile from Little Acorns Grow. I commentated that tournament and like he's like it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what else to say. It is quite funny to me, honestly. But yeah, with that, Westel takes it. And yeah, that is a warm-up. When was that? That was a while ago. God, when was that? That was like at least 2 years ago at this point. I don't even know. I have no clue. Alright, we are starting off, and both of these players are speeding. Though Westel is Westeling. There's an echo. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not on my end. Sketchy, feel free to ping me if it is. Yeah. Oh man, this is a lot of surge by Westel, even though like he's dealing with a bunch of misdrops. Which means he's just gonna have like the protection to get out of it. That's the thing about surge. You break it and you're protected as well as like being able to attack with it. I'll unmute the stream on my end, hang on. I do not hear an echo. I did hear my voice, which I kind of dislike right now, but it is okay. Happens. Happens to the best of us. Anyways, Man, Westell, the thing about Westell is that Westell is Westell, right? This guy, kind of a gamer. Like, bro is just gaming. Westell is like infamous for just like gaming on his opponents. Westell says it's Westelling time, and then just Westells all over him. And like a great sequence of all spins there from Shark to kind of like get back at that surge. Like there was like a surge disadvantage there, and like Shark did a bunch of all spins in quick succession to just like up his count of back to back, sent it right back, and Westell, even though like Westell like had surge, still got spiked up and still was taken out here. This, even though like, is this CM Dingo seeding? I'm just gonna work off the assumption that it is CM Dingo seeding. Even though Dingo like seeded Westell to be like above Flying Diarrhea, I think this match could go either way. I think there might just be a slight preference, and like yeah, like this is crazy already. Like Flying Diarrhea, well timed opener spike there to take it completely and utterly there. Very well done. It's just completely back and forth. Alright. Looks like Westell has surge advantage, is gonna send it off, and even though, like, I think Flying Diarrhea wasn't killed immediately by the surge, unfortunately it was just stacking a little too high, made a couple of misdrops, and Westell is going to Westell. Yeah. Alright, Flying Diarrhea is mid-board ST stacking. Is going to see the opportunity to just kind of slow things down, take a second, get ready to cancel with that surge, and then just start like counter spiking. The thing is, Westell has used that time to build up a surge of his own. Luckily, Flying Diarrhea is going to be able to cancel it all out, but oh man, here it comes, more surge inbound. That's a wrap there. And yeah, I mean, is looking like right now Flying Diarrhea is just gonna like upstack a lot of surge. The thing is, Westell has so much speed, is playing at 5 PPS, imp crossing, not building up a surge of his own, but like is trying to like make up with it for speed, and almost makes out, almost finished, almost makes it out, but unfortunately, God, I cannot speak. Flying Diarrhea is gonna take it. Alright, this is a big sequence here. Like, this is gaming incarnate, I will say. Oh my god. And gets surged. It is now tied 4 for 4. See, I'm in the UK now, but I still remember the days of the Wendy's 4 for 4 combo when I was in America. I don't even know if they do that. Anyways, I'm in utter yappery. I should stop. We have very, very, like, a solid game right now. Both players kind of just matching. Oh, man! The misdrop there. Luckily, I mean, the thing is, it's not that bad of a misdrop, and the solve is going to be found really quickly. Not before, like... Okay, Westell does not have a surge built, to be fair. The thing is, surge causes, like, there to be, like, big punishment for misdrops. So if you misdrop, your pressure stops and your opponent can build surge. But if they don't take that time to build surge, then it is kind of a moot point. Either way, Westell is going to be able to hold pressure regardless. Going to be more in the groove of things. Because Westell wasn't dealing with a misdrop. But, I mean, even if Westell is dealing with misdrops, the thing is Westell's fast. The thing is, Shark is no slouch, though. Like, not many people in the world can keep up with the terror that is Westell. Westell Stride. Westell is Westell, you know? Westelling has become shorthand for, like, playing really, really fast. Which is, like, really silly to me. But, you know. It is. It is how it is. And Westell come out of nowhere. It felt like it when he was like on the scene. He kind of came out of nowhere. Really, like he came out of like we saw him in like the U rank tournament, And then he like kind of just became a top player eventually. Like it was crazy. I will always I mean the thing is, like I don't mean like, oh yeah, no, this guy is U rank. I mean like he was like he came from U, like you don't get to see players go from U rank to top player as often as you see with Westel. Or like basically ever really. Like I don't know. I don't know. It takes a lot longer. It does feel like this guy kind of just came out of nowhere. But it is crazy. Like Gohan, even like Gohan, I think was around for a while before like they became like a top player, you know? It's crazy. Oh my god. Westel is going to have a lot to answer to right now. It's not going to be able to clear it out. It's tied 6-6. 6-6 to 6 spin. This is real. Area breaks back to back in the process of making that. Westel's misdrops are so funny. Yeah, that is Westel. He like makes the funniest misdrops and then like gets out of them. Oh, but speaking of getting out of things, Flying Diarrhea from the top ropes, from row 20 all the way down, is going to like completely send that board of garbage. And the thing is, Westel's fine. That's the thing, right? It's Westel. And Westel, I mean, doesn't have a high surge, but definitely has more of a surge. The triple, the overhang with Z-Spin triple, confidence to go for that. I remember when Garbo, like, Garbo saying, like, I don't know, like, that, like, all-spin, like, singles would be meta, and, like, because, like, all-spin triples, you're, like, clearing 3 lines for one back-to-back. With an all-spin single, you're only clearing 1 line, so you get more back-to-back for your buck. The thing is, right, like, I mean, you see people go for triples all the time, and I guess it's just, like, because it works out in that situation. Yeah. Oh, man. It is back. It is, like, just keeps going. It's back and forth, as always. Triple send 2-line hard to play around. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's still, like, inefficient. Like, if you want to send 2 lines, you can also send a TSS. Like, I guess the thing is, with all spins, you're not looking for line send. You're looking for, like, back-to-back count, right? So, like, chaining all spin singles, I think, will work better for your search. Either way, though, it's probably fine. TSS wastes a T. Man, I'm just a commentator. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just spreading information on the internet. You know what? I'm not spreading garbage like Westel is right now. 9-6. Bro just, like, gamed. Westel just gamed. He just Westel. I'm spreading misinformation too. Look, it's probably subjective. Either way, I think, I don't know. It just feels like, oh man, oh my god. Okay, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't talk about other things. I talk about other things and like the set just kind of progresses, you know. Like I talk about other things and like, oh, there's a round. These players are fast, and I need to like pay attention to the game. Otherwise, the game just goes by. I gotta pay attention to the game, or the game pays attention to me. That doesn't make sense. It's fine. It is 9-7. Westel is, oh my god, standing a bunch back. And even with a bit of surge from Shark, it is not going to be enough to get out of there. Like, Shark was, like, committing to a TST, too. Like, against anyone other than Westel, probably would have gotten that off. The thing is, Westel is going to punish anything like that just because of the speed. But, oh my god, that 27 spike extremely quickly. 384. Westel, being fast, cannot deal with, like, 27 garbage in the span of, like, less than a second, basically. Going for it again, trying for another spike. This time it's not quite as significant there. Westel, I think, not going to get hit by the same thing twice in a row. Oh man, this is back-to-back building from Shark. The issue is it's pretty risky to do so right now when you're halfway up the board. It is going to hold his own, though. Make it down to that garbage. And is going to be okay, it looks like. Oh man, but not before getting spiked up here. And there's nowhere to go. Shark is going to top out. Westel takes it 11-8. Crazy. Jeez. So yeah, that means Shark moves on here. Discord stream, please load. Okay. Or not Shark. Shark moves on to losers finals. Westel moves on to grand finals. Winner's side. And now we see Applejack and CM Dingo Carozzo here close in terms of TR. Now I do not know. Like I simply do not know how like evident TR is of skill right now, because there's been quite a bit of manual seeding. Like, I think people disagree with it. But I don't know, I think like as you go further down from the top maybe, like these two are very close. Presumably. So we will see what happens. Alright. I am like reading up on Discord messages. I do this sometimes, and then I go quiet. Really, when you commentate, let's give a quick crash course while there's nothing. Someone update the challenge? I got you. Or Sketchy got you. Sketchy probably got you. It's fine. Sketchy actually has the challenge, like, or the stream control up, so Sketchy would be able to do it quicker than me. Yeah, we're into warm-up for now, and that is fine. We hop into warm-up, and then we hop into the game. Quick warm-up. I did not see anything that happened. But yeah, bear with us. I think it is just Sketchy and I. I guess Dingo is around, but Dingo is playing. Sketchy is staffing, I'm calming. Dingo is like staffing, but... or playing... staffing, but mostly playing, is what I meant to say. We will have challenge updated for you pretty shortly, as in actually like now, like right now. It's updated right now. So yeah. Anyways, as I say that, Surge, death, 30 attack, 30 pieces. That is 1 APP to close out that first round here of losers semis, losers semifinals. Man, okay, it is okay. Alright, we got it. We're chilling. Oh man, you know who isn't chilling? These players. I think they're pretty wired. The thing is, I think Carozzo is going to hit us with a bit more just pure back-to-back. Well, Dingo, I think, plays a little more cheesy from what I can tell. Either way, both players very fast. Very, very even, honestly. Like, this is gonna be another really close one. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes tiebreaker. Oh, the misdrop on Dingo's end is gonna be fixable with a sequence of all spins, though. But not before Carozzo just starts sending here. Sending and sending and sending and sending. Has so much surge ready. Just going to spike it all at once here. Dingo barely lives. Carozzo is trying to pressure, but like... oh man, that misdrop. Oh, the ice spin barely gets it in there. Just in time. And yeah, with that, now Carozzo's a little bit on the back foot. Quiet. But still a little bit. Oh man, Dingo's at the top. This is scary, and it's not going to work out. Kuro takes another one against Dingo here. 2-0. Oh my god, that combo is just perfect. It's just a perfect combo. It's like I don't know if y'all see like the Japanese PPT players just like post Twitter clips sometimes. It's like great. And like you see like T-spin clips and you see like combo clips. That feels like This feels like a combo clip. Like, I don't know. It is just a PPT type combo. Oh man, trying for the ice spin is not gonna be able to get it. I yap about unrelated things, and when I stop yapping, Dingo is already at like has sent a surge, has and Kurozo had no answer to it. I should be yapping about the game, not. Oh no, this is tough for Kurozo here. Actually, this is difficult. Being forced to just play on top of that misdrop and is not gonna have the speed. Unfortunately, Dingo's gonna be able to get that surge. And I mean, looking like we get C-spin here from Dingo, the one of those like newfangled MS2s or whatever. Oh man, great multiplier from Kuroso, but most of that went towards canceling, so Dingo's not gonna accept too much there. Oh man, this is tough though. All of a sudden, Dingo's like a bit too high up. Difficult board to deal with there. Was livable without a misdrop, I assume, but like was still really, really tough. I don't know, that there was no good place for that L piece or that J piece. That was like very close to just death. Great use of that mini single there. And yeah, I mean, oh no. It's difficult, and unfortunately, Dingo's not going to be able to make it. Kuroto just sends so much damage. And, yeah. It's so back and forth. Kind of. I mean, the issue here now is, oh my god, one piece away! That is tough. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. One piece away from the eye to maybe survive a bit longer. Like, Dingo was, like, looking for it. Unable to find it. Get a Mr. T-spin here. The single triple-double. Openers don't matter that much, though. What matters is the mid-game, as we can see by Kuroto just sending that fractal off really quickly. Had a follow-up as well. Didn't really get to use it, but you know. It's okay. Both players building C-spins now. Oh man, Dingo's gonna send Surge early, trying to take advantage of the fact that Kurozo did not have one, but Kurozo had the ability to block there, so that was fine for at that point. The issue right now is just who can get Surge built up first. There's Kurozo. Dingo hesitating a bit. And Kurozo trying to run a pure back-to-back train right now. I mean, does it work out is the question. I don't know. Kurozo just barely topping out there. Hadn't opened well, but like, was getting sent just a tad too much there. Oh man. Oh, and that is a lot of damage there. Right, this is pretty even. Oh man, Dingo with some misdrops though is gonna be able to make it out just barely, but also not really because I jinxed it with Commentator's Curse. Unfortunate. Happens, but is quite unfortunate. But, I mean, yeah. Oh my god, a lot of back and forth here. Ooh, this is a bit scary. But, looks like... Oh man, this is like tough because Dingo's just so behind in Surge, and that eyepiece misdrop is going to ruin it. Kuro is gonna send that Surge and take it. Yeah, looking very even right now. Proto has so much Surge, but is going to have to break it because of that spike, and Dingo just keeps setting pressure. This is a bit unfortunate, though. Can't quite close it out before Kuroso gets out. And is just gonna, like, skim down. Yeah, I mean... It is. I mean, this is a solid gameplay right now. Oh my god. Crazy combo from Kuroso there. Oh, this is... I mean... Oh my god. This is really tight for both players right now. This is just... I mean, it's fast gameplay. But yeah, we continue. Great sequence there from Dingo to take it. I'm getting worse at commentating. I need to breathe. Okay. Alright. This is SDPC from Kuroto into a perfect garbage well. Dingo is gonna have to break Surge early. Kuroto can probably keep it going. This misdrop is going to mean Kuroto sends off that Surge and just takes it. It is 10-4 right now. I feel like this set has been really close despite the game count. Like, I don't know. It has been going pretty well, I think. Oh, man. Oh, and that is a great Surge from Kuroto there, and it's gonna seal it. Kuroto, 11 fours. Dingo there, and is going to continue into losers finals here against... Oh man, can I remember? Shark. Yes. Losers finals against Shark. I remember, chat. I'm so good at my job. Yeah, I'm so cool. Time to crash out. Oh no. Alright, it's time to vibe here with Kuroto versus Shark here. Kuroto's like seed 3, right? Man, I should just look at the stream. I should just look at the thing. Yes, Kuroto seed 3, Shark seed 2. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. We're hopping in to things. Starting off with the classic. Oh man, so much garbage! This is just like me pogging at the amount of APM that's going around. We are above 200. In fact, Kuroto's at like 300-ish. Just like the lower seed is at the higher APM right now. But it seems the tide has sort of shifted. And there we go. Shark takes the warm-up back. Takes it right back at you. Kirby. This is oh man. I have no commentary stamina anymore. I gotta like focus up. We gotta make it through these last few games. But yeah, we're gaming, chat. We are gaming. All right, this is a big LST from both players. They're just LSTing. I'll LST if you LST, but if you LST, you don't LST, I'll LST anyways. Type beat happens. Who is commentator? It's me, Azura Horizons. Hello! Exclamation point comms for future reference. Speaking of future reference here, for future reference, but neither player has Surge, so there's not going to be any big Surge thing happening quite yet. As I say that though, Kuroso with a great sequence there. Just gonna start sending it off though, and all of a sudden, like, feels like Shark just like cheesed the heck out of Kurotso there. And just like that, it is 1-0 in Shark's favor. Alright, looks like we got an STPC spin here. It's a second, takes a second, and we're gaming again. Just like the stop and stare down. Some people hate it. I love it. Like, sometimes people say like Tetrio is a fighting game. Well, I disagree. I do love the footsies that happen sometimes. But yeah, with that, we have 2-0. Flying Diarrhea is up 1. Shark. Flying Diarrhea is such an unserious name. You know what else is unserious? I don't know. What else is unserious is my commentary. Let's drag it back to the game where neither player has Surge right now because there's going to be a bit of misdrop to deal with. TM. Oh man, this is tight for Shark. It just went from like fine to like, oh man, that one bit of garbage I think really pushed Shark into needing to clutch clear and is still not quite going to make it out, unfortunately. Good effort, especially with the clutch clear. I'd love to see the clutch clears. That is a recent addition. I guess Tetra League hasn't been directly changed, but at the same time, that clutch clear still applies to Tetra League settings. Which means, like, yeah, it's cool. I love it. I love seeing... You love to see it, for sure. At least I love to see it. It is very nice. Oh man, this is tough! The surge there! But... Flying Diarrhea, Shark is going to play really well against it. Getting sent right back up again as I finished that sentence, though. That was tough. Like, got surged so much, had, like, a great survival, and then got surged again. Just so much cheese to deal with. It's difficult at that point. Like, the surge cheese is very difficult, for sure. Especially when you, like, you like, get hit with a fast combo, and then you, like, surge, and it's crazy. It's crazy. You know? Oh man, speaking of surge here, great surge. The surge is canceled out for both, which means that Kurotsu has the time to get out of here. Gets down, but like... Oof, this is a bit scary. Has the C-spin. Gonna send it. Okay, time for the sequence there with the SDPC. Takes the L-spin there instead, the boomerang. It wasn't actually a boomerang, or else a boomerang wouldn't have kept back to back. It was like an L-spin to cancel out the TSS. Either way, though, unfortunately unable to continue there. Gets surged up by Kurotsu. Or, yeah. Or I guess, yeah. Oh no, series of misdrops on Shark's end there. It is gonna cause death. Hate to see it. You hate to see it happen. Alright, back to back, both players 7-2ing LSTing though. Kurotsu has it a bit more consistent. As I say that, breaks it. Because I don't know my LSTs. Oh man. But yeah, Shark wins that exchange, that trade of surges there. Now it's 4-3. Alright, back to back gaming here. Alright. Sending it. Sending just a ton. And, oh man, now Shark has the surge on, like, defense. And all of a sudden, it's like, the roles are reversed. Well, it went from, like, I mean, it's just swapping back and forth. It's too fast for me to commentate. It's over. I need to be, ah man, I'm so rusty. They're just going so quickly. It just swaps back and forth and back and forth. There's so much surge that surge is going to just cheese up Kuro like quite a bit. And I mean, so back and forth here. The C-spin's gonna happen there. I mean, yeah. Looking solid. The misdrops on Shark's side. It's really, really difficult to deal with. Has the T-spin. And, oh man, that Z-spin is going to completely skim it off. Okay, he's gonna send off that surge. Gonna try to get something out of it. Doesn't quite manage, though. And I mean, oh, sends off that damage, sends off the surge to try and like kill here. It's not gonna happen. Kuro's board is so cheesed up, and that misdrop is going to mean that Kuro has less time to get out. Just like kind of fighting for his life, gets fighting for their life, gets owned by a surge. Unfortunately, stream is at 2x. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to top level Tetrio. I don't know if people are hopping in from the TWC homepage. If you are, hello there. Welcome to top gameplay. Top players are fast in this game. So like, I mean, you have to play this quickly to be in the Tetrio World Championship, as it were. And yeah, this major does mean people, or this, keep saying major. This is a silver qualifier, which means players do get points for it. And I mean, they're fighting for it. They are absolutely fighting for it right now. Man. Sending so much. That, man, I think there's a surge being built up on Kurotsu's side now. Oh, and Shark's side is quite misdroppy, but nothing a few all spins can't fix. Is just getting sent up, though. Kurotsu just gonna keep pressuring and keep pressuring and keep pressuring. Great series of skims. Oh my god, the multiplier find, but it's still not enough. Crazy. Wow, commentary. Hello, Skyfire. I think you're a better commentator than me, but welcome. I'm quite tired, honestly. Like, these matches are kind of exhausting to commentate. When you're, like, dealing with such high-level talent, you know? It's okay. It's alright. We'll make it through. Just like how both of these players are just like vibing, just making it through. I see some back-to-back being built up from Shark to start things out here. He's gonna go for the Kaidon. Great choice, I feel like. Okay, Kurotsu's gonna also start building up a back-to-back, but not quite as quickly. Shark doesn't have a great continuation for the back-to-back, but is gonna send off Surge there to cancel out Kurotsu's Surge. I think that is a great play. If you can't, like... If you can't like continue your surge, send it at a time where you're breaking your opponents, and then just keep sending that pressure. How is this possible to play like that? Who knows? I don't get it. I mean, it's really just a lot of playing, but like, yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, both of them are building up Surge, but this time Kurotsu's gonna keep it up, sends it off when Shark doesn't have anything to defend with. Kurotsu is going to take a game here. 6-5. Yeah. X players. You can even say like it's X plus now, right? Like they added a rank just to like demonstrate, like it's crazy. It is quite crazy. Oh man, this is a lot of garbage being sent. Oh man, I don't... It's difficult to know what to say at this point. Shark breaks the back-to-back chain, but so does Kurotsu. We're kind of even, except Shark has a little bit of cheese that... I mean, he's just kind of like waiting. Kind of waiting for the perfect time to send things off there. Oh man, it sent so much Surge! And oh no, the mishold! Takes out the O instead of the T piece. It's now 7-5. Man, this is pretty crazy here. I love seeing the like S-spin T-spin setups. Like those are always so fun to see. And Shark is gonna use that to quickly build up Surge and then quickly send it off there to take that. All right, we're seeing an SDP C-spin from Shark. Kurotsu is just going to send off some back-to-back here. Breaks the Surge, neither player has Surge ongoing now. Though the Shark, I think, might be attempting to go for it, despite the fact that this board state is pretty difficult to work with. Isn't gonna try to push his luck much more. Just gonna send off the Surge, but gonna get punished for it, I think. But great solve to cancel it out from Shark. Game is back to even again. Both players just like stacking. I mean, obviously, but like both players just trying to find a good spot to start surging again or start back-to-backing. Feels like Shark has been comboing a lot right now. Is going to start back-to-backing though. Great, well, just gonna send off a small surge there. Barozzo is also just gonna cancel it out. Great sequence there to just kind of like control the pace. I think I see this a lot from like Shark. Like Shark will like pause, and then when like they have like a big multiplier, a big combo, just wait for the garbage to come in and like just send it off, you know? Like wait for the garbage and like just like kind of control the pace because he knows he has enough to like cancel, and then like the speed afterwards to like continue going, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't, it's not really, it doesn't really feel punished because like he picks the right time to go for it. Of course, it's not all the time. Like that was a little bit scarier than most times, I think, because like Shark waited at the very bottom and then like cancel off some and then like had to like stack really quickly because like he just didn't have any ammunition. In that case though, it did work out. It was a little bit risky, but I mean, at the end of the day, you can't win without taking a few risks sometimes, right? Who am I kidding? It's okay. Oh man, this is tough, and oh, the eyepiece misdrop. Without that eyepiece, it might have been okay. But Barozzo is like vibing. Barozzo just like sent it. Solid sequence there. Oh man. Oh my god. Just I was speechless. I was flabbergasted. What the heck? it's just I blink my eyes and it's just like a 70 billion spike, you know? That just happens sometimes. Just gotta roll with the punches. Though it is difficult. Oh my god, perfect usage of the garbage there along with the fractal to just send off everything. Build up a surge, send it, send things. Yeah. Crazy. Oh man. This is a lot of back-to-back, like from both players, though Shark has kind of a lead in terms of Surge. Oh man, Barozzo's just gonna try to send it early, which means that Barozzo doesn't have much to block with, is at the bottom, so is able to accept everything just in time, fortunately. Great sequence there, 34 spike. Oh my god, holy indeed. I look at chat, I see like two separate people like going crazy over it. This is the top of the top gameplay, you know? Crazy. And I feel like Barozzo's like popping off, right? Like based on Tetra League standing, like Barozzo is like gaming. But of course, I do not want to jinx things. Shark is very good, of course. It is just really close. And Barozzo right now is in the lead. Of course, this is such a volatile game. Things can shift at any moment. Right now, though, I should stop commentators cursing. I think, like, this is a crazy match for sure. Okay, a little bit of the stop and wait here. Gonna send off a fractal and then a surge, but is not going to get too much out of it. Barozzo is also ready to cancel. I don't think, like, Barozzo has just kind of, like, played through when Shark has decided to stop and wait a lot. But, like, I mean, that time Barozzo decided to, like, wait alongside, right? And that's, like, that creates, like, an interesting situation for your opponent, right? Because you never really expect it, but if you see it, you gotta know what to do, right? Either way, it works out for both players, really. Neither player is in that bad of a spot. Seem to be canceling back and forth here. Shark has great surge, but unfortunately had like a bad well to continue with. The 8-1 is not what you want to see if you're trying to continue back to back. So it does break it, but is immediately starting another one. Like as I talk, like there's just another one. It's just how it works. Contemplating the DT, absolutely contemplating it. Does not go for it. It is quite risky, especially against someone who's like playing at a speed. You're playing at a speed disadvantage right now as well. I'm sure Shark could go faster, but Shark does not want to go faster. I mean, this is crazy. See, I mean, oh no, the misdrop there! Oh, the misdrop from Shark there! Barely going to. No, the eyepiece! That eyepiece was vital for Shark. And unfortunately, that puts Kuroso on match point here. Shark has to log in if he wants to secure this tournament here. There are quite a few qualification points on the line here. Even though HN only awards one Hummingbird Nest credit to the winner, there is still a lot on the line. And, I mean, right now, both of these players are fighting for it. It's just a lot happening. Okay, big spike from Kuroso, especially with that surge. The thing is, Shark cancels it. I mean, it just keeps going back and forth. There's the cut T-spin there. Solid setup building. Sending so much attack. But at the end of the day, Kuroso was able to close it out with that surge. Just like, I think that is one heck of an upset for sure. And yeah, with that, Kuroso is gonna move on to grand finals against Westel. That is not something I was expecting to see. I am. This is exciting. This is exciting. I am actually excited. That was very hard fought from Kuroso there, but once you fell one boss, you fight another. In this case, the Westel. I don't know. If you're coming from the TWC homepage, I have to imagine, you may have seen like some YouTube clips. Every single time I like watch like people like making Twitch clip compilations for YouTube, like Tetrio Twitch clip compilations, is always like the intense music and then like Westel gaming. Or, I don't know, Marshmallow made like a whole Westel clip compilation. You know, it happens. It happens, right? This Westel guy is the vinyl boss, basically. Seed 1. It's gonna be crazy, but if Kuroso can keep things up, I mean, the match with Westel earlier was like relatively close, right? If Kuroso just keeps things up here, there could be a chance for sure. More than a chance, honestly. Like, I could definitely see things happening. But yeah. We will have to see, to be fair. We will absolutely have to see in just a minute. But yeah, we are waiting on Westel to hop back in, I would imagine. Okay, I'm checking up on Discord, my bad. If I go quiet, it's because I'm checking up on Discord. I blame that. But if you're seeing from the TWC homepage, welcome. Welcome to gaming. Welcome to Stratosphere 120 Grand Finals, not warm up. We're going into it. All right, Kurotso and Westel here. This is exciting. I mean, this is just LST stacking. Going back and forth. Oh man, this is a lot of surge. Oh my god. And I mean, immediately this is gonna be, you can tell this is gonna be a volatile set. This is gonna be tough. Because like, when you're playing this fast, it is quite easy to misdrop, but if you misdrop at this stage, I don't know. I mean, especially if you're Kurotso, who's like kind of the underdog here, right? As I say that, like, Kurotso is taking advantage of Westel's misdrop, but Westel is going to be able to like speed through it pretty quickly. When you're like playing above 4 PPS but still playing at a speed disadvantage, like that's when you know things are like difficult, right? Like, I've been talking about speed disadvantages all day today. This is like the most extreme one. Like, where both players are playing above 4 PPS, but someone's still at a speed disadvantage regardless. A very consistent one. Regardless though, Kurotso's able to take it. The question is, can you hold this up for first to 11? Westel has a lot of experience with it. Kurotso, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't know how much Kurotso's played like long sets against like top players. But like, this is a test of like stamina when you're playing this fast for this long. Also, like, yeah, even if you're at 4 PPS, Westel's at 5.4. That's the thing. If you don't take things out quickly, it's difficult. It's difficult right now. And oh, the series of misdrops here. Westel also has a misdrop, so that pressure does stop even if Westel can get out of it. Like, misdrops affect everyone. Even like Westel, who like typically say, oh yeah, you misdrop and like it doesn't really matter. Sometimes people will say, and like that's true to an extent, but like if you're like trying to pressure your opponent, right? You cannot misdrop even if you're like clearing through it at 5 PPS. And yeah, with that, it's 2-2. 2-2, and I mean, crazy. This is a crazy run from Kuro. Man. This is tough. A lot of surge there from Westel, but Kuro's able to make it out. This is, oh, big, oh my god, such a nice combo find. It was so much pressure on Kuro, but they managed to get out, like, completely, and it's completely fine. And just like that, the boards are even. Kuro is, like, forcing Westel to play at 5 PPS. This is, like, also, like, kind of overlooked. Like, Westel will just, like, play extremely fast. But, like, I mean, extremely fast typically is defined at, like, 4 PPS, like, earlier. But, like, Westel is also really pushing the speed to try and like take things out here. Which like sometimes you'll see people like slow down when faced with a tough opponent, right? Sometimes you'll see people like try to take things slow. But like Westel is just going to pump up the Westel. Which I mean makes sense. I mean I talked about this earlier. Westel is known for this sort of thing, so it's fair enough. But like, god, this is like a PPS difference. In grand finals. Oh my god, the surge, the surge. Westel's at 5 just consistently. Kuro is at 4 and is not at the bottom of their board. Westel just keeps building up surge, is going to keep the back-to-back going. At some point, you just need to break it, and Westel does when Kuro has a misdrop. This like whole PPS advantage when you're playing at 5 and your opponent's playing at 4. Like, what are you supposed to do? The answer is, I don't know. Even with the misdrops. The misdrops mean you do have to, like, you can't be using that time to build back-to-back. But that's about it, really. Even then, with all spin, maybe that's not even true. It's not true sometimes. Sometimes it's, I mean, also, like, you can't, if you can discover, like, misdrop fixes with all spin at, like, 5 PPS, I mean, that's situational. And, like, that's not Westel, that's Vince. Not to say Westel doesn't do, like, crazy misdrop fixes with all spin. Just, like, not quite at that speed. And Kuro keeping it even. This is a crazy performance from Kuro. Yeah, this is wild. Alright, a lot of Surge incoming here. And, I mean, both players are, like, dealing with it. Like, I can't emphasize how big, like, of an upset this kind of is right now. Even just to make it this far and to play like it, like, that's crazy. I think I see a lot of people, like, make, like, the upset to get into the grand finals and, like, crumble under the pressure. And, like, not to, like, blame said people, right? Like, I don't want to call you out. Like, it's just difficult, right? When you're, like, playing at this high of a level. But the thing is, right? Like, Kuro's not doing that. Kuro is taking this, like, run and just running with it. Playing at a level to like, keep up with Westel, despite, you know, the speed advantage here from Westel. With that being said, though, if Westels, it's 4.78 PPS, building up that surge and sending it, you gotta interrupt them, and that is a difficult task. That is, like, a mind-bendingly difficult task to try and interrupt Westel, right? Like, you're trying to interrupt Westel surge, and it's just difficult. It's just really, really hard to do that. But, I mean, it's possible. Great sequence there. Oh my god. And, like, I mean, it's possible because Kuro's done it several times this set. It's just really difficult. And yeah, I mean... Looks like... Oh man, this is just... It's such an even game. Like, typically you just see Westel, like, stride, and then the other person's dead. Right? That's just how it is. And, like, it kind of was there. That was, like, a great spike from Westel. Like, Westel, if you're not careful, Westel will just do that to you. But, like, it's so close. This is quite biased commentary. I apologize. This is just a wild ride. Oh my god, the perfect garbage RNG for Kuro there! Oh, man. Oh my god! The thing is, a great all-spin finds from Kuro. The issue is Westel's Westeling, and Westel's going to pressure you. Oh man, this is difficult. It's really, really difficult. Westel is starting to take a lead here, and it's really, really difficult to try to play from behind. Kuro, though, is going to try to make it happen. This is tough. Great sequence there. And, I mean... Oh no, the Zebus drop! But Kuro playing as fast as they possibly can to make it out of there alive and send all that garbage back to Westel. Westel's going to start sending back, but the thing is, Westel's at the surge disadvantage, and with that pressure and that surge, Kuro's gonna bring it back. There's only a 2-game gap. Kuro's gonna take it back, chat. Could go either way. It's still so close. It's so ridiculously close. We could be seeing history. Oh my god, sends off that surge spike! I just see all these all-spins, I'm speechless. Westel upstacks a lot, but like, the thing is... I feel like Westel at 5 PPS is like, noticeably less efficient. I mean, it's still 5 PPS, so most of the time it like, still kills. The thing is, okay, it depends on when. Like, if Westel's, like, stacking like this, sometimes Westel can, like, hit the 5 PPS and be fine, to be fair. I don't want to, like, discount Westel. Like, that is quite efficient gameplay still, despite being at 5 PPS. But sometimes Westel can be inefficient, and that time is when Akuo just striked and killed there. I gotta see, though. Like, again, I don't want to, like... I feel bad critiquing these people. It's like that, like, one, like, ProZD skit, where, like, oh yes, this food is overcooked. Oh wait, I burnt my pizza rolls. Oops. Like, I can't really critique, to be fair. And, like, even inefficient for these people is probably, like, super efficient for my gameplay. Either way, oh no, the misdrops! Oh man, without those misdrops there, that would have been like a solve for Kuro. Just getting caught off guard. The thing about playing from behind is that you will get sent up a lot, and if you get sent up a lot, there is a chance there's a high chance that even if you like survive, which I mean is honestly kind of more likely than not, you still have to deal with like board state at the top of your board, and like being at the top of your board is basically like gravity, right? There's like limitations to where you can put your piece. Oh, and oh my god, great combo from Kuro to try and cancel things out, but the issue is it's still Westell, and it was so much damage there. This is a crazy performance from Kuro. Like, no matter what, you can look back at the set and be like, what happened? This set, like, this is so well done. To, like, try to push Westell, like, very few people can do that. And very few people can, like, take sets off of, or take games off of him. Much less take sets. The thing with this, right, is that, like, if you make it volatile against Westell, you can still, like, win, as is shown, as long as you, like, kind of match his pace, right? And Kuro is definitely, like, pretty close to matching his pace. Pure speed-wise, not really, like, has always been kind of playing at a speed disadvantage. Like, look at the 6 PPS! This is sprint speeds! People can't play sprint at these speeds. But the thing is, Westell just pulls it out in versus. The thing is, I think Kuro is, like, has enough efficiency to, like, keep up. Right, that's the thing. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, what? Who pulls out 6 PPS? Like, you're not supposed to just stop and go like, oh, big number, wow. But, like, what is happening with these players? Like, what is happening? What is happening? I gotta say it 3 times. And Kuro just melts through that cheese, too. Like, that was not, like, clean back-to-backable, like, garbage. Or a stack or whatever. But, like, Kuro did it. And made it out and is already back to building up a chain. As you can see, sending it off at 4, but is also just sending off so much to supplement it. That is a great spike. And Kuro is at 7-9 now. Again, within biting distance. Though, of course, it is approaching the end of the set, and there is no deuce. So it is difficult, but again, very doable. At the same time, I don't want to jinx anything. What happens, happens. Westell sends off that surge, possibly due to, like, a bad board state. And, I mean, Kuro is just going to, like, be fine, because it wasn't a big surge. Is this Grand Finals? This is Grand Finals. Kurozo is on loser side. So if there is a reset, we go again. We go next. And here's the thing, right? Typically, don't tell anyone I said this. I secretly, like, don't root for resets to happen sometimes because I'm really tired. And I was really tired earlier, but the set is just so ridiculously fast that I honestly love the storyline here. I want to see the upset. At least a reset would be super cool. Of course, there is still a mountain to climb. It is still Westell, but Kuro has enough surge there to block enough to try and make it out. That misdrop, though, is going to cause Kuro to pause, and Westell is on match point. This is really tense on both sides here. Oh, man. Again, it's like, there's just so much speed here, but Kuro is actually taking the time to think about how best to build back-to-back, and is going to send off a bit more back-to-back. The thing is, took a bit too long. I was gonna say a bit too long, because, like, Westell didn't immediately die from it, but the thing is, Westell was just pushed too high, just did not have any room to get out. Kuro, like, did hesitate a little bit, and, like, I think in any other board state, Westell might have been gone, or Westell might have been fine, because he's Westell. But the thing is, in that one, Kuro took it. Oh my god, even with those misdrops at the end, Kuro still had enough to take it back. These games are so quick. I like take a second to compose myself, and the game just goes by. I say this all the time, but like it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. between these players, it's just so ridiculously fast. And, oh man, Kuro with the cleanest LST into Spike, into Tiebreaker! It's Tiebreaker! Kuro Westel Tiebreaker! Okay, ask anyone who, like, is really, really, like, into top-level Tetrio if you think this matchup would go to Tiebreaker. I don't think many people would think this goes to Tiebreaker. I don't know, though. Maybe I am unaware. I am kind of unaware sometimes. You know what I am aware of? My voice is actually kind of dying from yelling. Let's compose myself. We have just... It's just I mean, speed gaming. Both these players are going so fast. And, like, Kuro, like, is still playing composed. Playing fast, but playing composed. Playing at 4.5. Getting a little bit of cheese because of the surge, though. Gonna need to get down, get to that garbage as soon as possible, and does manage it. It was just, like, cutting it so close, and that is bracket reset! Bracket reset! Bracket reset! Against Westel! Do you know how infamous this guy is for just steamrolling his opponent? Do you know how infamous this is? Do you know how ridiculous this you have to be to take games, much less a set off of Westel, a first 11 set? I cannot emphasize. I am sorry for your ears. That is bracket reset. And I mean, with that, it's like, what is going on? We might take a second. I need to check Discord to see what the players think. I need to check the Tetrio chat to see what the players think. Let me know when ready. I think that is good. What is going on? I do not know what to say. I don't know what to say! Okay. Kuro on the run of a lifetime. This is for... I mean, let's see. How many points does this decide, right? Let me pull up worlds.tetra.io. Hang on. I gotta do my research here. So, for reference, Stratosphere 120 has 34 players. So I think that is just below a Super Silver, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 34 players, just into the 32 player threshold. So this is, okay, this is a 9-point difference. Which you don't, it doesn't seem like much, but when you consider that, like, you will absolutely take 9 extra points. You will absolutely take a higher placement because everyone's fighting for these, like, TWZ spots. And, I mean, yeah. Dude, I do not know. I simply don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I simply have no clue what to say, chat. Alright, we're getting back into it. We're hopping back in to Bracket Reset, True Finals. Oh man, hi YouTube. This is absolutely getting cut and uploaded onto YouTube, isn't it? Well, hello everyone. We are getting into the game with Kurotso versus Westel. Kurotso, also known as Applejack from My Little Pony. This is so deeply unserious to say at a set of this caliber. And, oh man, almost gets early, like, sent by Westel, is going to have to rev up the engine again. Like, I can see the speed of happening in real time, and is going to take round 1. Again, to be clear, this Westel guy is infamous for what he does. He's infamous for just, like, steamrolling people. And, like, Kuro is saying no. It's like a JoJo stand battle. I don't know, they do steamrollers and that. I have no idea. What I do know is that it's fast. It's fast, it's furious. I'm just yapping. Kinda has to happen sometimes, doesn't it? Oh man, this is just, it's just solid gameplay right now. From both sides here. Kuro with the eye dependency, even at the top level when you're at this speed, getting hit with stacking difficulty, unfortunately. And, oh man, yeah. Does not get down quick enough, unfortunately. Had a few too many dependencies, which I do not blame them for, considering the speed. Right? The speed is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, this is just crazy gameplay. This is ridiculous. I have no words. And Kuro is successfully able to interrupt Westell surge. Like I said, really difficult to do that when it's Westell, and Westell can just play fast enough to back through any like garbage you send to him. The thing is, Kuro's doing that. Kuro's catching Westell off guard and hitting him with it. Going for it. Man, my voice is gone after this, that's for sure. You know what isn't gone? Oh man, what is gone, dang it. Kuro almost made it out. But like, Westell has so much pressure here. Again, this is a new set, but both of these players now are at danger of losing during the set, or right after the set, I guess. There is no more safety cushion for Westell, because that is how double elimination works. And, I mean, this is going crazy. Oh my god! I'm losing it. I cannot speak. I don't speak. Oh my god. I don't know what to say, chat. What do I say? I don't know. I don't know what the... I'm kind of speechless. Oh man, it's fine. But yeah, this is very difficult, as you can tell. This is very difficult to play at this level. High level commentary from me, I know, but like, it's like gonna take all you have to try and like keep things up. But like, again, Kuro's keeping it close. There's only a 1-game difference right now. Like, it's crazy. This is crazy. Kuro is playing at another level. I think like in Tetris, right, as a genre, you see a lot of like, there's like skill brackets, honestly. Like there's like honestly sometimes a clear delineation of skill. But like you see it sometimes. You see it with like OSW and Uyashoda, like now, like you see people like jump up those like skill brackets sometimes, pop off. And like sometimes like yeah, it's crazy. Like good players becoming like the greats, kind of. I don't know. I don't know if I'm like if it's making sense. I don't know if you understand my vision, but like it's crazy. It's ridiculous to see people like play like above their perceived level. And right now, like Kuro playing like a top 10 player, if not higher. Like this is like absolutely like a crazy performance here. Oh my god, the Westell counter spike though is always gonna happen. It's inevitable. If you don't kill the guy, you at least get counter spike from him. Oh man, ugh. Gonna get spiked up. And man, it's difficult to speak. All I know is that like this is a close set. Westell is ahead right now, but that's just because someone had to be ahead after that tied up game there. It is just so crazy. Right now, it's looking pretty even. Though, right now, Westell has quite the surge built up. And it's just going to send it! Difficult placements for Kurozo here. Doesn't have the O-piece like they would need to completely finish that setup out cleanly, so is going to have to settle for an S-piece and just like deal with it later. And crazy down stacking just barely makes it out against Westell pressure, mind you. Like you see like down stacking, like sometimes you see like people like make it out of like tough board states when they aren't faced with pressure, and like people call it impressive. But when you like do it when you are faced with a bunch of pressure, it is even more impressive. Unfortunately, like you still have to like win the game after that, of course. But like, it's crazy. It's crazy. MLP buff. Sure. You know what? Sure. Maybe I'm gonna like look up like a pony to impersonate at some point. I'm not doing that. But I don't know if this is the secret to get good. Who knows? Anyways, back to the game. It's just okay. It looks like Kuro is up in terms of surge right now. Needs a good time to send it. And is going to do so after that spike. Westell, like, on the up at the top of this board. I think if that was any other person, they'd be like topped out in that situation with that like pressure. Like we've seen it so many times this tournament, but it's Westel, so Westel makes it out. That's the thing, right? Either way, though, Kuro keeps up the pressure. Isn't gonna let Westel like downstack all the way like he tends to do. And I think there were a couple of misdrops from Westel, but still, like being able to hold that pressure for so long and like put so much pressure onto Westel to make it out is so ridiculously impressive. Oh no, but oh man, that one misdrop requiring an ice spin. And it's like, man, it's crazy. This is ridiculous. Alright, both players LSTing their hearts out. Oh, Kuro waiting to accept, gets the perfect RNG. Isn't going to, like, kill immediately, though, because it is Westel, but that is so much damage. Oh, and those misdrops, unfortunately, I think Westel is pretty home free at this point. Tough to say. Oh, the misdrop on the T-piece. This is difficult. And Kuro can't pop that T-piece up in time. Gets caught. And, yeah, Westel starting to run away with it a little bit. But you can never say never here. Okay, everyone's like blaming CM Dingo, but like, okay, if anyone would have predicted this like turn of events before the tournament, like tell me, say with your heart that you would have predicted this. Westel is absolutely cracked, yeah. That's the thing, right? We're only freaking out about Kuro like gaming so hard and like making it here because Westel is like it. You don't make upsets against Westel. I feel like, I don't know. I guess you can, but like I feel like over time Westel has gotten to such a level that he's just like kind of like a legend. You when you talk about speed play, you talk about Westel. You talk about this guy who just keeps like sending stuff. Oh, and the misdrop on the T. Oh man, I feel bad. I feel like I'm like commentator cursing Kuro. Oh man. Oh, and Kuro, I mean, Westel unfortunately just misdropped there. That is an unfortunate round. Oh my god, this is such a roller coaster of a set. Seems like Kuro, once again, this happened just a few minutes ago in grand finals, and now we're in true finals. It's happening again. Kuro has a little bit of a mountain to climb, right? Kuro has to take quite a few games in a row. And, I mean, this time it's like 3 games in a row, basically, that Kuro has to, like, nail in order to bring this to tiebreaker again. Well, I mean, 3 games in a row, 5 games total. Or 4 games total. Either way, right, like, this is a great performance. I've said this a lot, but it really, really is. Makes it down. And, I mean, oh my god, I'm speechless. Westel has some cheese to deal with. He is Westel, and Kuro doesn't have immediate pressure built up. Which means that Westel is going to start sending clean now, and then Kuro can have to send some clean in return. That STSD is incomplete, and Kuro is kind of dealing with the effects of it right now. Just having to play on the back foot a little bit. Great solve there to make sure that he makes it all the way down to his garbage here. To their garbage. Gaming and like just like keeping pace with Westel so well. But at the end of the day, it's really, really difficult to continue. Kuro, though, is completely, like, managing it. Getting sent some cheese, but, like, is downstacking it through it so well. And, like, I mean, there's some cheese going back and forth, right? X ranks, like, get cheese and then send it back pretty quickly. They, like, combo it really well. So, like, if you cheese back and forth, or if you introduce cheese into the game, they are going to send it back and forth. Unlike, like, lower ranked players who will not. I mean, obviously, these aren't just any high-ranked players. This is, like, Westel and Kuro. And, like, Kuro has proven their worth. but unfortunately is gonna get sent up there. And I mean, it's 610 now, right? And oh no, that's game. Man, I'm like quiet for a second, and I mean that's just it's over. Man, it's so difficult to like win there. You have everything on the line, and you're like on match point, right? And yeah, that's it. GG's. Westel is still going to take number one. Well fought from Kuro. Can we just say like Kuro in the conversation there with that performance for sure. And yeah, that about does it for Stratosphere 120. Thank you all for watching. I've been Azure Horizons, hopping in a bit late. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. Hi, it's me. I'm on screen now. I hopped in late, and so I get my commentator screen late, but, hello, Wiley. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Wiley cannot Twitch. You clearly can.
Yeah, sorry, I was a bit late. My bad, but like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how
you know we were planning on raiding you, right?
Oh, wait, raid. I'll go live again. Hang on. Wait, no, raid. No, wait, hang on. No, shit, I ended. Well, raid back in. You know, it's fine. You know, just how'd the tournament go?
It went well. There was a crazy performance that just occurred, I will say.
We technically
right, like it. I mean, well, okay, here's the thing. Let's look at the player cards, right? Westel, number 12 in the world, but I mean, Dingo seeded him higher because like Westel, I think is kind of just crazy. I mean, when you think speed, you think Westel, right? And this Kuro guy, this guy,
I could beat them.
what like. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, didn't fully. It was a bracket reset. Took him to bracket reset. 24.1. Is 24th in the world.
I got a guy. There's a guy there. Look, there's a guy. That's me.
Oh God.
Oh, there's a guy. Holy fuck. There's a guy. Sorry, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, that's great. Wow, I'm a commentator now. Hey, gang. Wow.
Thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, I felt right, eh? You know, great work. Sorry I was a little bit late though. Well done with everything. I could probably beat Westel in a fight though. Like not like a Tetris fight. Like everyone's saying raid Amber Doodle. Oh, that would be funny.
Let's raid Amber Doodle. I did see Amber like live like earlier, like a while earlier. I think they're doing some kind of marathon. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I haven't been keeping up.
Before everyone raids out, I forgot to announce it. There'll be an SSL like event in March.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, just
SSL in March.
I'll announce it properly later, but it'll be just fuck it.
Teaser for the real fans.
I forgot to do that. My bad. So yeah. Oh yes, yes. Hit me up. What do you want to do? We just chat. We can hang out. A sleepover, slumber party. Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably just talk in VC after this. I'd imagine if you can stick around.
Oh fuck it.
Because Sketchy's here.
I've got like 5 minutes where I want to go talk to Selena. So yeah, we can actually we can chat for a little bit. But yeah, I'll let you do your thing.
All right. Well, say hi to Amber Doodle chat. I'm sure they're having a great time with like whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
All right. See you all next time for another Stratosphere. Donate to Hummingbird Nest, join the Discord, hop into the tournaments, get your TWC points right here.
Give us money. Just give us
money. So true. All right. we gotta fund the prizes and stuff, and yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you so much. Say hi to Amber, yeah? Bye everyone. 07. Okay.